Introducing Send Safe Finance, your fastest and safest way to send money. You can now send money to your loved ones from USA, UK, and Europe to the Gambia. Pick up from our countrywide locations, and guess what? We're open for business every day, even on bank holidays. Download the Sensei Finance app and enjoy other services including bank deposits, cash power purchase, mobile top-up, and many more. To get started, visit our Play Store and download our easy-to-use app. Available on all Android and iOS devices.
CareFinder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With CareFinder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at CareFinder. With CareFinder, you are assured of a secure investment.
Are you tired of your outdated mobile phone? Are you in search of the latest and most advanced mobile devices available? Look no further. Welcome to Smart GSM Technology, your ultimate destination for all your mobile phone needs. At Smart GSM Technology, we take pride in offering the widest array of cutting-edge mobile phones on the market today. Whether you are an Android enthusiast or an Apple aficionado, we have the perfect device for you. Our dedicated team of experts is here to assist you in finding the ideal device that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you are seeking a sleek and powerful flagship phone from leading brands like Samsung, Apple, Huawei, the latest Tecno and Itel phones, or something simpler like original Android and iPhone chargers, power banks, flat screen TVs ranging from 32 to 55 inches, and various electronics materials, we have got you covered. Looking for a budget-friendly option without sacrificing quality? We offer a wide range of affordable smartphones that still deliver outstanding performance. Are you one of those who crave innovation? Our selection includes the latest foldable phones with their futuristic designs and versatile capabilities. But it's not just about mobile phones themselves. At Smart GSM Technology, we understand the importance of accessories in enhancing your mobile experience. From stylish cases and screen protectors to wireless chargers and Bluetooth headphones, we have everything for you under one roof. And let's not forget about our exceptional customer service. Our friendly staff is always ready to assist you with any question or technical issues you may encounter. With Smart GSM Technology, you can own your dream mobile phone without breaking the bank. So why wait? Visit Smart GSM Technology today and unlock a world of possibilities with our incredible range of mobile phones. We also offer mobile phone repairs. You can find us at our main branch at Tabokoro Nice Building, as well as locations in Talending, opposite Fabakari Tombonjara's compound, Latrikunda at the Bamboo Garage, and Base beside the EcoBank. For more information, feel free to contact us at 7466-360 or 75-333-68. Smart GSM Technology, where your mobile experience begins. Assalamu alaikum baɗigol ngali konton kale bisimillahi koteke momoɓe ker fatou jibe kañin temben aladi grand bantaba programme o murtanale ne min kanale arjuma o arjuma ninñi wato sita dron ngam mol tentukeje bake milka jibe la telel to youtube la milka jibe facebook wala mbafole ko ala barka bake ala kañum programme o noma ñamen mol mi alon ko wolleɓe gambie jang mol mi alon ko wolleɓe diaspora mbafole thank you so much ala kañum programme o noma ñamen milka siya dulal beto ala baraka bake mbafala mobe ko murtanande kote ke ani arjuma kote ngola bari jandimbe duna programme to don anna sponsor tentuke je bake milenyim programme o fasa ka sembentuyendi daba kono wolem smart gsm technology ti mi alon ko ila bitiko felentin tabo ko to nice building albe tarra jele mobile kendol be ka wafi wolto kabo itel la techno samsung kada fo dindin tablet olo ka flat screen olo fanan wafile mi alon ko alsi fengol be jibe no jele smart gsm technology charger kendolo original olo be to lebulu bari mandan woto fanan kabo airport solla kada fo fen kote ngol la mi alon ko electronic lam iba wafi kan jele e bitika do fanan soto tabo ko to kola fa bakar tombon jata la korda nyaati ngola talending albe tarraje bari late kunda bambo gara soro fanan smart gsm technology bijele ifele basi fanan eco bank baladron basi ko hanal manna fo kombo woto alila nombata min betara bari kan screen o duma bari nga ker finder fanan tenduke je bake mi yalon ko tel ka korda wa fole ke gambia banko kan jang ker finder be compagnie kono le mi yalon ko la lanno warta bake le ni korda sanje donc ite problème o sotola e c'est la korda kayto soto wato la nin kene kensongale fanan be bulu ika lole woto mobe si bori momo lafta korda sanna location na gambia banko kanjang kordal be ker fayda bulle mi alon ko ikende ata andon location ol betata ali fanana nombalta screen o duma mfh group lg ning suñu ker bebe to lekkoto mfh group nge tenduke jay bake lg ning suñu ker ila bagage electronic bagage o molbe sontale gambia janko itolle a nyaton kaya gambia banko kan jang wala tinna mo jamal kataje pour ka sang ila kundala mantra maborin gambia banko kan jang wala tinna gambia dingol ye sutele ando ka dunje kala bagage sol sang ila bagage sol nin jaman laban ko tata nyola bake surtout ila télé kende kendulu mi alon ko iba wafi kan goto mba fula mobe ko do alsita suñu ker wala lg alete la bagasol sange tenduke je bake kanyum programme o fasa ka sembentu yandi bari sense finance nalbe nyim bagasol sanna don al kodo ki true sense finance la mi alon ko tol mu kodi ki bundalti nyontangol ti gambia banko kan jang sense finance dabe compagnie konole mi alon ko ye kodi ki o sone yandi jang bari bunda keme fula nyongol ye wala yele gambia banko kan jang wala tinna molbe say ka borle pour kata kodo ki je ni futata kodita dula e buka wato taje e bela kodo sotola wato la ese so kona wato la etela haji doluke woto sense finance ina ta ko sone yandi fanan kabringi application o bondi mi alon ko alsi credit ko nin kaspa be sannoje woto mobe si dung play store wala google store yeta nyin abo download min kira sense finance la aboti nalia download donc alsi fen jamal muna fannoji amanjara leta fonnawe kaspa sangola wala kata credit ko sang bitikoto say be min kela donc ibe dunna abo kono le yimbe sanje alila nombata mi alon ka be tarabore kan screen o duma jannim programme o nyimbe banda nganyil be tentu keje baki kanyim programme o fasa ka sembentu yende bi fana murtanale ne anin arjuma kotenna ñene dila dalal wati ci benen arjuma wade welcome
jërëjëf Buuba di am mbégte ak kontaante gu rëy pour ñëwaat ci beneen ajuma man li may wax man ajuma fu may moo nekk suma best days because xam nga damay xam ne maa ngi war a ñëw toog jàkkaarloo ak seen fans yi jàkkaarloo suma caameñ yi am ay waxtaan xam nga indi askan bi li nga xam ne moom la gaay di ngunu di siki di waxtaan ci biir néegi ci bantaba yi ci liggéeykaay yi ñun dañuy ñëw toog fi di faran fàcce laal fu kenn dut laal joxoñ fu kenn dut joxoñ indi li nga xam ne kenn du koy indi so loolu man ndax may neex ndax may indi cawaate kon di wax asalaamaaleykum rek ñëpp ñu ñuy seetaan di leen nuyu yéen di leen bëggee di wax ne juma mubarak di ñaanal ñëpp ajuma bu sella ñu fanaan ewo jàmma dégg jàmma gis jàmma yal na jàmma nekk di saawandi baawaan si dëkk bi parce que jàmma rek am solo fii bu si jàmma nekkee rek ku nekk di nga mun a nelaw ku nekk di nga mun a dugg a génn ku nekk di nga mun a am sa sutura def li ngay def so kon ne ñaan jàmma rek ba pare ñaan tamit xol yi set ñu buggante ñu ennee wante jàmm ñu dimbale wante loolu buñ ko defee rek ku nekk li ngay ut di nga ko am te boo li ngay udit boo ko amee dina la njëriñ because lii mag yi dee wax rek barkele moo gën bari le so num tuuti rek na nga ko amee ci yoon na nga ko amee ci anam bu sell anam bu set anam bu leer bu boobaa mu barkete dina la njëriñ and dina njëriñ say ay askan di gërëm ñi nga xam ne ñoo ñuy seetaan saa yu nekk fan si parce que man seen bugga si ñoom ak mu rëy so moo tax ñoom dama leen di xaasal saa yu nekk parce que liñ am boo gisee ñu toog fi nii ñoom ñoo tax boo gisee ñuy mun a sawar ñëw toog fi ñoo ñuy seetaan bés buñ taalee télé bi ñu gis one view fanaan dinañ am pour toogaat ñu seetaat suñ boppa am réévaluer seet la nga tax waaye man yaakaar naa ne xam naa ne loolu du am parce que yéen boo leen jàppee doo leen bàyyi te ba ngeen jàppee ba tey ñu ngi ne bàyyiwu leen te wàññiwu leen ci dara te dara ñaawul moo tax man dama ne ñun dañ leen fonk dañ leen bugga gis nga ñun buñ sañoon yéen da ngeen di fay ci géej gi bànneex rek seen bànneex du mus a jeex yéen parce que noonu lañ leen buggee parce que fa ngeen ñu taaj kon yéen di leen ñaanal jàmm rek borom kër gi nag moom saa yu nekk xam nga rek li ñuy wax rek ku la teral ci lim am boo demee ba tekki yow itamit nga war koo delloo njukkal ci li nga am soo saa yu nekk rek dañ koy wax jërëjëf di ko ñaanal yàlla may ko fan gu gudda yàlla barkeel liggéey bi yokk ko ba ñëpp yëg ko ba nga xam ne ñëpp a ñi cee barkeelu tamit lu tuuti liñ cey am mu njëriñ leen mu barkeeloo parce que xam nga Fatou moom dafa baax yorul jikkoy njorteef soo moom na jàmmam yàgga rek di ko ñaanal jàmm rek loolu rek la aduna nag moom télé bi day ñëw di dem waaye nga xam ne rek sikki démba bu mu yàqal kenn sa ëllëg ak fi ngay jëm waaye nag jàngee ci te ñun loolu la ñuy def ak jànku wante jafe-jafe yëpp dañ cee jàngee rek jël ci li nga xam ne mooy lu baax li nga xam ne baaxul ñu jox ko gannaaw jubar rek nay du ñëm ñun duñuy gestu fii mooy Grand Bantaba kon dama ne yéen toog leen seetaan amal nañ leen lu yànja lu neex tey loo xam ne da ngeen ko bugga parce que loolooy nekk di kuru ci dëkk bi man dañ ko kube kuru kan kuru kan
albaalon na leen bi
albaalon na leen tolle kam naati jam Bantaba nga faram faake nga bee landi Bantaba mool yaa moy
be kacha Bantaba to
si aliyabato albaji la mum ba kuru
gan buñ am gan bu mel ni jeren ni
non
I think so but we'll give you that talibo namo bare bi ila naka lañ ko xate dendika naka ñewé sa ni nga nuro ila mulu nya
bi mu yelol ci
ma fo ko neta mun ko len bari ayen neta mun ko mulul ne
EP la mol tala bila flako tala bila polata
you're being too over ambitious. You're being too over ambitious.
Wala na bi nga yelo du ko yalla MC last time ana yelo du ja ba fam fer fay
so baram bi yelo
te fara nga
vice mahar to ko do mo ko nango
bayo kanale bayo kanale be jabe
bari ila yelo mun ko mulunya a nice lapita
thank you
so welcome Talib
thank you Buba ba fala jiber la ya baraka bake pesen men so ko ka ni krefa jibe ni nan programme ba fala mo de ko ma be la tuma chama ero sabal ni banko ni kam platform ni fanan atio ani men yaron ko programme ni taman wala si be so wakilola so kairola ko kaji ko kadi programme ni samba nyal Buba be nene kontu na ba bi da men dumbe ben miraka ma mbadi la demal la MP
yede la
fo ga ala jodi ala MP
baye awan sota
ma bus la le
awan sota mo le
ma bus la Carlo ni nyara ga men defo la muso mas mbadi nene bole la
pour aka Carlo
problem tigi
so why benen go do problem tigi yo def la ge MPB kena siga
MPP ni ya long sirinja mun na mbarin keleti sa ite ning sirinja ye discourse
okay
ning sirinja ko be MPP ke wo sotola den ba consider la parce que ate nga long MPP ke tempe naka topoto nola ala ko la
abenda MPP da ma dron
Festar la ke cha ni basi campaign yo le ke age ega su campaign yo la
ya ne man la ni ko ya abi biya nda men drone ni la
mo wala ni ko yalo
ko ne ni be la do ni ko ya be tarrage
yalo so it is the disadvantage broker le de baye la little so wala ñu wala no
la sira dam ko la sira belen bi de ak empty de man ko ya
baye be ta be jende
mu ba kër fa bi dara baage kulun ko mbesirin garam place wan bakari sani te ka janji be baage gara comment sol jele abe america le mara be holidays la jang ni wate biray nji drong akonye docteur tan nkaay téléphone le grand bande banka ay moto pack akunye moto mo ni na gref fatu va ni bar yemul dribble dra ko ni say ko ni kantel karandile di ko pro a jawya ma kana tare nyote baray ke kayroti wallahi ngam mini nyora it was lively mobe ben jiber $40 awolo bundana poso kuna kwenye kurosa so ndeni wonde
$40 mafuta na njani
no
dala iPhone
yaji iPhone
de manga de wanene nakmo with sit on table mu joma iPhone 13 Pro Max tay man si iPhone bi welcome len
welcome iPhone
c'est ba
mo dia tin kudum ko MC akile biya fa na ni me
wa ñu ci programme ci dafa yelon
kidinde yudi asobi yo no le baka ibida gaje
yalo de yit ci hostal
ba so la nana
ba ñu
yalo na muso mu ba
spray ñu defindira programme do fa ka spray mi ma
no spray ni defindira mo ka dendi ko jigi ba spray ni
technicien ba ma ko
did kay
technicien ba ma ko le pour ay
no na do ñu welcome rek comme ni welcome thank you oh honorable
well si programme hostal
Congrats, you are now finally doing your job. To put them out there.
thank you
Help me.
for taking your people Allah chairman
Who are those scammers?
Bayati. Okay.
wow budé na si
no si ma ko ta
bara nji si para mal
No. Didn't see my partner.
ano amada
ma ko ta ba can you check the mic so any more in your control let's start
Bademolo, ala barka bake, comme dalda kaka nyamen doron, aljuma kanali grand Bantaba, kaka jadialda, ka kul diam kul milyalon ko wolle bi kon susti wolle kul di milyalon ko wolle kering. Bi fana mufana aljumola na na partner talgo yalo biyo kay declare loko is member of the Democratic Party.
no ba
No,
bang ni dumba
ilamo. Kana yalo deni de men fo yalo. So you anan dina hayla diam ta. Imam men bonye.
okay
Talabo konyo ko akoy mbesila ka. Ko yamba ko lema. Ko bara congrats for joining me. So, yaran sa nene. Talabo aka mindi nene. Bare man taw jambalo. Ika mindi nene. Man dama da
Barin tol man nakale defen no ba man wo mabo
amon bala wala ngawla foye
ajuma nin nata nka declare tinin talibu nga ñi jele ta muto min nata kamma birin tata nga talibu taraje kabirin diamo declare talibu beje ika talibo ki pour ay fenol men natin tela
campagne la fa
talibo kaminon ika ki pour ay ko wal natin te min nata jan ka folen te buka mamode nay leer
ay jël dira
wonta fol
akle jere
dio
adol jël
dio
al bugani
de to tan ne fo ñu ko banko be ten do la do ko mol
dio mata
do ko be
ina ba Bruce ni silo men na o fanam fajam
Bruce la
nga silo men do
traffic jam The design is one of the poorest design. Design is one of the most poorest design. So the GFF la funko la vile la kaunda parso
Make you for the even the new kaso to ganja. Tell him custody the other.
I sell.
Thank you so much. Now to look at the bios. Of course, we do the program also straight away. Na mil soto jambi, GFF must go. Ni muka fault mi alam ko. Ibe lorin ne I lafta protest lekela wala ka finti pour que la balamba atandi lafta minna wala lamin kaba bajo anala ila nyato kol mi ala ko wolle be Gambia Football Federation pour isi wo place bula bari ko kadam fo bita ka nyamen ameto le nyafa Gambia banko kanja ye kafo soto le mi ala ko atata be ko mo wuli nani nyol nte ba bula wato minna kitum fa la fatale malom baden ye wo membership soto le ye application o fana kele pour police si pamito di la police protest no nyamen ye min fo wala binti ko corruption o be farine andum kolu man trata kan ko kaddam foto Gambia banko kanjang kondin kelu e wulta wala Mohamed Krubali atelebe sirim bulubala ate fanambe kafoni konole ani Mohamed Lamin Cissé mi alon ko fanambe kafoni konole so ñi ngamu ñi muflo le soto jam mi alon ko ni be kacalale muni ñi kafolo bari munati ne lafta protest la munem corruption ultimi alon ko iba fakan ko abe Gambia Football Federation. Mr. Krubal, welcome.
Thank you very much. Baraka Bakan, Lamola be 10 to KJ. Kahawale ko Juma Mubarak. I think Kablim Banaka Mohammed was just telling me we are going to the Grand Bantaba. It means Ngara Dulal to Mialongo, Jelem Dulal Bela Dulal, and it must be accepted. Willem the reality. So Ibajalago, we are expecting. I mean, Grand Bantaba, we want to, stamp our authority. Katandalago, when this program is out there, this will be the highest viewers. It's no doubt. That is undoubtedly. So, Nka Mologo Grand Bantaba Molka Jubel come Talibo Afonyame. But the beta will be Tambila will be. That's no doubt about that. Because Nimu national concern. People are, mentally football will be caring, AFCON, and Mulba Diamu can never sign. Nita Dula Rosani, Abuko Fango. President of anala government mol ye bulal demanding pula sumia follow ye do football code because near corruption for dame embezzlement of funds for dame play funding kill them and funding kill we can bele ka fako it all them nyaton quality in the next generation so nyimu funding kill quality so ka fa mole ko we are coming deeply ni aja bi kabri nene fura mol nyin kala fo university lebe keri so we don't want to man laf ka diamo man factual nafe ni ka diamo ibuka evidence on nafe mol buke muta ko isobe yatal anun ka nyin clarify janim programme be datila momo be GFF they are our brothers we have no ill will against them we have no grudges against them but maybe we have a different opinion comme ibe tamandiro samba ka nyame that's the reality baka di jamme na benda kununko ba Seregunda is Manyo Konton Diamuta. So it means we have no problem with them. But it can GFF Samba Nyame, Amam Mol Nyafa, and that is why we are here. So Lamoya let them just stay tuned as we go on into the program about understanding Muyalonko GFF Nyantaka Tale.
Mr. Cisse, welcome. Okay, thank you so much for having us here. Ko Babukar ya punya Babukar long ma clarify ko it's Babukar. Yeah, ko Babukar ya muna mo clarify.
No nalo ga clarify. He has already sent a signal.
Yeah, ko Babukar ya punya when I received the call, very good Grand Bantaba. Normally what we do is call, I will tell you that I will talk to my team. But Rico Grand Bantaba, in my mind I was like I cannot tell him when the Amul and the team were I can download fix on the program. So right away I said yes. Also, you have watched that program, right? You remember? So right away go yes, we'll be there. We're gonna fix here because Abe Danta Jande. Yeah. Just like Babgar said, Abe Danta Jande. This is our last stop. Ndata Dula Jamato, Bangalo, the coming saying Abe Danta Jande. Yeah, from our part. So
just like he said, until we are just a group of youth. Me alonko, it is not an official establishment. Me alonko, it is registered whatsoever. But it is just a temporal movement. Me alonko nga current issue le detect. Me alonko ninga bula continuator. It will just ruin generations to come. So we came together from different parts of the Gambia. Then in Babukarfam, we have never met each other in our lives.
Wow.
We have never seen each other in our lives. Well, not together online. You understand? So, from the beginning, when we go anywhere, we tell them, come. It is not as if a group of people that knew each other well not together. But we are just concerned fans, concerned stakeholders, and concerned Gambians. Me alonko nga jelo communities a need to address a pertinent issue. Me alonko have caring. So as the program goes on, mba delve into the matters at hand and the questions. Inshallah, we will try to answer them.
Okay, all right. So I want to start with you. Allah name GFF must go. Are you talking about GFF like executive, or are you talking about the entire GFF? Because I have a problem with the GFF must go. Or more be after the entire GFF later, or cabal-led administration.
Well, when we say GFF must go, GFF consists of ESCO members. They are voted in, and you have staffs as well. So here, staffs will book, policies make. They don't make decisions. They are there to run the affairs of the federation on behalf of the GFF ESCO. So when we talk about the GFF must go, we are talking about Kaba, Bakari Jammeh, and others that are voted in. But there will be some certain staffs that are delving into the politics that will also, we will want them to leave as well. Others, the likes of Lamin Jassi, the likes of Mohammed Sinaira, they are staffs and they don't know their responsibilities. As a staff, you don't delve into football politics because anybody who comes, you can work with him. But Natrako, it all Sita Jele, they knew there is corruption. They still want to support those people because they give them the job through the back door. Possibly, yes, staff je. Muyalongo is getting into something. Muyalongo, you are there to support the boss, not on the basis of the interest. Alongo, that staff did not come at the right channel. You understand? Yeah. As you said, the GFF must go means we need sanity in that house. To have sanity in that house, there are certain people that should leave that place. And one will start from Kaba. And football politics katanyame, you have a president and he will have his entire team. So Nikaba Potaje, it means everybody is good.
So Munatina Alafta Kabala team monitor. What is the reason?
Yeah, the reasons are many. But until we have priorities. Niaje football ka play. Football buka play. Kato na fe don yalo ndi football play. There are things we along wole kana together. Football play. In a proper football match, a game cannot be played without referees. A game cannot be played without a match commission. A game cannot be played without a match coordinator. But a game with all these things, a game cannot be played without a ground. And I can tell you, from carton to coin, the Gambia does not have a better pitch. Now, pitches all munsodo. You cannot even call them pitches. You must have a good adjective to use that to describe it. You understand? So pitches is one of the things Muyalonko is Gambian problem. And why are we saying they should go is they went to FIFA, asked for funds to make these pitches. They came and embezzled our funds. They might do the pitches all corner.
But they're saying FIFA is satisfied. Where they audited? Because they FIFA audited. What they are saying is FIFA audited and they are satisfied with audit.
Yes, FIFA is satisfied with their so-called documents. FIFA is not satisfied with the physical infrastructure. We are here seeing the physical infrastructure. FIFA will come on 2 days, 3 days and leave. As I speak, as he said, until no long when we are coming together. But until if you see, they selected us because we knew this. Today I am the director of communication for Serekunda Esports Committee. So when FIFA was here, I can show you evidence in my phone. I was there with them, with the GFF officer and the FIFA guys that came. You understand? So they cannot fool us. They cannot baffle us because we are in the system. And you must be in the system to know the problems of the system. So FIFA will, the GFF will come and look at an audited report. They have passed it to the stakeholders here, approved. FIFA will just come and look at that and then make their recommendations. You can even have, before FIFA will come, they can even place a good hotel for them, put many dollars for them. They can come and just give it. We know how these things work. They are from Sierra Leone, Ghana. They are Africans like us, and we know how corrupt the African system is.
You think they can be bribed?
Undoubtedly. You cannot doubt that.
Okay, so let's talk about this 11, because we may picture like
14.
Yeah, 14
pitches.
But Kodonying is 11, is it 11
must we clarify the auditing first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to chip in. So when you look at the auditing, FIFA, they claim, GFF claim, come FIFA, ila auditor, FIFA like accommodation or provider, it will like a transportation or provider. That is something that we cannot ascertain. And then we are not here to give opinions. Okay, I agree with them coming FIFA, like a hotel or book, it will like a transportation or book, and that it will they have nothing to do with the FIFA auditors. We agree. But FIFA auditor ni nataja. I'm just like I'm in for it. Ika report o ming attack. That is the audit report that was approved by the General Assembly of primary stakeholders, that they call it. But how is this General Assembly, how do they, approve these audit reports? In their GFF constitution, on the particular article, the GFF cell propose auditors to the General Assembly. They propose auditors to the General Assembly on the ground, local level. They will choose who to audit them. Once they do that, they propose, they give that audit report to the General Assembly approves that report. Obviously, for all coming on the ground, the figures written on the report is not what is showing on the ground. They know, stakeholders, they know, but still they will go ahead. They will still go ahead and approve that report. Okay, fine, your audit report on your approval. FIFA, that is the report that they attack. FIFA will see, fine, okay, this is the report. All the stakeholders are happy with the report. Then fine, FIFA approves.
So just go ahead with it.
So
because the local stakeholders are already happy.
So left black and
yeah.
Can you tell us who are the members of the General Assembly, or who are the stakeholders?
The members of the General Assembly are people with the voting right, of course. That is the teams, the regional, the RFAs, and the
Allied associations. That is first division, second division.
Second division,
yes.
Female football, female football association, and the regional football association.
KMRFA,
General Assembly.
Exactly.
So, ning audit report, once GFF in their constitution, which is legal, because now, like Ndaka, it will describe coming. The GFF is like a system that is built, come sakulolo. Once you stand here, you go around, you will come back to the same point.
Absolutely.
Well, if I understand. The same legal book we can use. The same legal book you may use for nying stakeholder kebela malo ke control, because maybe there is in your legal book, Nico, the executive council will propose or shall propose auditors to the General Assembly for audit.
So you think transparency man?
You tell that to anybody about not coming, that would not make much sense, because maybe there is that Ndate more propose la member audit la mi alonga benna lapsi so filtindela. And maybe there is a can audit report of bondele a katari mol bulle. But in Yinkaba managerial report of fan and a managerial statement, the managerial statement a couple. Where the auditor will specify that coming, these are the lapses that the exco should work on. Stakeholder
So, Mr. Kruwal, starting from the pitches, I understand that $11 million you only deal. So it also it was an intervention among the coming like on pitches need do but FIFA intervention them according to Lamin Jase, pick tan Willem feel Millo, Tanin Nani, I think 14 of them. So starting from there, how do you have the proof that it was not intervention? And also, how do you think that there was a corruption in that 11 million that they received from FIFA?
Well, Abarakabake, if at all FIFA did not protect the federations, I could have vividly tell you, President Barrow will have instructed the IGB to arrest Lamin Jassy immediately after that press conference.
Yeah.
That is the hard part. Because do not tell me, a simple Gambian who is even from grade 9 will be able to decipher between what is intervention and what is built. We are not basing our facts on what GFF said. This is from the FIFA website that is circulating in this country. Because the Gambia has built 14 pitches across the country. More Bantaba 14 pitches. We put pressure on them on social media. That is why they organized that press conference. And I can tell you recently, if people think this group is not making dividends, they are joking. The GFF is now running from one media house to another. And the GFF has never been speaking to the Gambian people about how they are managing our football. We want them on the branch, on Kerfatu. Yes. They were pushing them on certain things. Others will say, no, GFF send Kerfatu la. You know, Kerfatu Keri Nyebla. Keri Nyebla. If you look at, the fields, let's take an example of Serekunda East. I am not in their heart. If I was speaking on their behalf, I would have delved into many things. But now I am on the neutral thing now. In Serekunda East, if you come there, GFF would tell you they have pumped millions of dollars. But I can tell you, thanks to the Serekunda East Sports Committee, football will be a playground in Serekunda East. Oh. You pump millions. Ila filo man better. Nimo player jabuko dege. Because dege. Gis na domo da suñ ko toge.
Ndank rek.
Num mel.
Ndank rek.
Non la fil bi daan mel. Because nu xew.
Mana ba bëgg domo daane.
Dañu wara jël fil bi dafa black sand bu correct. You jël fil bi ñu dem defa suuf yo xamne suufi poto. Because black sand ñu ñep xam nañu dëkk bi it's difficult to get a black sand. The real black sand. And that is what the pitch needs. Pitch bi dafa soxla a fertilized soil pour mu mëna am grasses because lolu is not artificial turf. In Serekunda is they have grasses. So you cannot go and take clay and put it there. So they went and meet the Serekunda East football field was not very good. They went ya bare bondi, ya grader, fascinator which you understand. They started, bringing in, importing, seeds from Senegal. And it is the GFF official, EP5, that told the contractor, I am going to recommend you one particular company in Senegal where you can go and get these seeds. This shows you where kickbacks are coming. If a GFF official, you said you understand, you are vast in what you're doing, you are technical, you came and recommended something that did not yield dividends. Simon Keda, they went and did that, it did not pay dividends. We played our Navetan in that ground. Nimol played that. If it rains, you cannot play. Hilo Bay becomes a pleasant domada that you can look at and enjoy it. We came. The GFF did not do nothing about it. Serekunda East Sports Committee spent 400,000 plus and the field is playable. 400,000. They claim to spend millions, the field is not playable. If you play, if it rains, you have to stop. Or if there is heavy rain, you have to cancel games. We spent 400,000, the field is playable. And today they are happily playing there. That is one. Now, what they were trying to say, FIFA intervened 14 times. Now, what do they mean by intervening? They cannot tell us. Because if you want to tell me I intervene on a particular, you can intervene in one project for more than 100 times, 100. Because there are a lot of areas. You have to deal with the perimeter fence. You have to deal with the grass. You have to deal with the toilets. You have to deal with a lot of things. And as we speak, in Birkama, where my honorable brother is from, they have a good turf. They are playing it. But there is no public toilet. Do you expect somebody to watch 90 minutes of football? You will not even go out to, you will not be pressed.
Let us even break down that 11 million, because the 11 million is the FIFA for 2.0 from 2016 to 2022. Okay, now the 11 million, you have operational costs, you have projects, you have equipment and all that. So for the projects, we are trying to concentrate on the projects here because the operational cost because the operational cost from 2016 to 2022, GFF may receive, and it was 100% approved, is $5.5 million US for operational cost. 5.5 million US dollars for operational costs from 2016 to 2022 from FIFA. So the projects is 4.3 million US dollars for the projects. 4.3 million dollars US dollars. Okay. Now the projects will include the infrastructure, the physical infrastructure on the ground. That is the pitches, the football house, renovation, whatsoever they did there. Now, all we want to see is where have they spent the 4.3 million US dollars? And then, okay, before we even go to that, let us look at the 14 pitches saga. When you look at the FIFA Forward program booklet, under the column where they indicate pitches, Gambia la column where they indicate pitches, yake 14 pitches.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, ngata Ghana where they have the pitches column, ya indicate jele 1.
1, yeah.
Liberia ya indicate jele 3. Country juma kotenke. Guinea ya indicate jele 1. So mune atin the FIFA. The only mistake you don't make was the Gambia. Lamin Jansi, came before TV. Ako, FIFA made a mistake. In fact, it only FIFA from column when they made a mistake. The only mistake FIFA made is Gambia. Ngoko the same column. FIFA design is the same for everything. Ila column pilo ka indicate dame 14 neke Gambia. Guinea 1 nekeji, Ghana 1 nekeji, Liberia 3 nekeji. Muna atin Gambia 14 kg instead of 14 PG market 14 interventions. Okay, let's agree. Ndaka agree la for sign there's 14 pitches. Nga agree la mboka la fini nyo sama. Okay, let's count the 14 pitches in the Gambia. Brikama. Serekunda is West. Banjul Manjai.
No, don't count West because for West. No, West for West count.
No. More for bole la jele. Coming, yalla lafta coming clean. Hani nga be konti. The 14 for seed. Okay, say, the more people will form complete for long, all for bowling. Gunjur, Jaraso, Buzumbal, Wajalaso, 8. Ali Marquet.
Soma. Diabu. Yes, Soma continent. Diabu.
Okay, but so exactly. So this is what we are talking about. 14 pitches, Hania Kenya. Mil complete, mil man complete, honey bakeji, it was 14 years total.
Absolutely.
So which means Kapo coming 14 was a mistake. One thing, Mimbeji, these people never thought that Gambians will know about this. And in you understand this, people like me, I can show you evidence later on. Before social media saga be on 14 pitches and all that, I had this booklet in my phone. Since November to then social media bars start 14 pitches. I had this. 2022 November to December. I already got this. But maybe there is by then people do not even care. When you tell them this, Gambian, when you talk about some details, especially when a huge amount of money is involved, you are lying. These people spent $4.3 million US on projects since 2016 to 2022, but nothing to show for it. Brikama Box Bar. The MOU, he will delve into that because he's on the ground. They signed MOUs with these RFs to control the pitches because maybe the young people do not intervene and give money on anything. GFF is not involved because you need to like a deal directly.
Yeah.
So they went to these RFs. They signed MOUs with them.
What is RFS?
The Regional Football Association. Okay. So any way MOU signed, Purka console attract from FIFA. Any way MOU signed, is it 2 years for 3 years? He saw the graph. Ni pareta, ibo parks or the development, but innovate la ni pareta they hand it over. Brikama ye new top whole large. But new top, it's fine. Not criticize the community. Top is not fine. The top is fine because it is playable. But Brikama, Pillow Bay, there's no usable toilet for the fans. A usable toilet. For the fans. Banjul, sign.
But is there a usable toilet for the players?
Yeah, for the players inside.
Okay. That is the dressing room.
Dressing room.
Okay.
I will not even touch on the lights because the lights is a whole different project of its own.
It's a scam.
You understand? Banjul, it is criminal to allow you to play there. It is criminal because in a ground on concrete all. It is not fit for purpose. Serekunda he said it. Serekunda is every single day when you go to the media, more kata complain can come. Imagine naka hadwadung allow I play for the first division. You understand?
Banjul like it was EP5. It was EP5. Very well. No. Banjul the case because me I said it. You understand? It was EP5. Me alongo he contacted it. Contacted the Fengal. Ibu Fengal Alaji Silla. And they will do that kind of bad job there. But what can hide in 40? Likewise, the playboard, the scoreboard. The same thing. Go no. But I mean, no. Let me tell you, Talibu. Let me tell you something. You'll be me fokanjang. Momo alonko, you are patriotic. Billahi. You will not doubt them. No, we are not talking about council. Because of his NPP. We are not talking about NPP here. We are talking about Gambia Football Federation. Because I say Ibu Fai. No, how many times I disagree? No, how many times I intervene here? From saying Ibu Fai don't. I mean, you talk. I am telling you something. Go. Are you doubting me that code, that contract, mandate in Banjul? All of you guys are here. It's not Elijah Silla who did it.
It is Elijah. We mentioned that. We mentioned that you go projects and yes, for Banjul, before we come into that, I don't think as I said, if the federation were not protected, you know, federations in the entire world are protected. FIFA protect them.
They protect them.
You understand? Ibukalafi government, they interfere. Yeah. Government only interfere when it comes to national teams. You understand? But what I am telling you, Natara Nunko, FIFA was intervening or was giving government the chance to intervene. Alaji Silla would not be sitting on that commission of inquiry, inquiring people. We should be commissioning him by now. That is the reality. No. Alaji Silla is on the commission of inquiry for the councils. The local government. No, not Alaji Silla. It is Alaji Silla. Gambia Benyame. Gambia thinks more bijele certain people. They are in everything. It's just a ball around. Gambia fangola nafulo fango. Around more fangole bulu. And you must be ready to be part of the national cake. You must fight with them to the nail. You understand? Yeah, before I come to the program, some people were asking me, boy, young them tell why I'm not Jago Bofana, ten Jago Hey Hamduje, Managa Mansuma and Jago and Jago Bobana, Jago Degal Bobalawai, and Nane Tay, Ningo Pare. We have evidences with us. Because me, I know about Manjagos. I know about Manjagos. Me, I am my mother is a Manjago, a typical Manjago for that matter. Yes. So from Manjagos, I know about them. So when we are coming, we knew the Grand Bantaba would not be easy because we are ready.
About the pitches, it is established. Every Gambian knows that coming 14 pitches. What is a saga? He said it's a saga. And then they were not able to defend themselves. Because I mean for a call, we called FIFA. Who calls FIFA? Who calls FIFA? FIFA who called in the 2016 to 2022. It is not, we are in 2024, isn't it? Yeah. 2024 more, don't go 2016 to 2022 buko. FIFA is done with it, yeah, pass more. It is in the public. Take up more come FIFA mistake. But in 2022, it is FIFA mistake of no more. We are talking about the report of 2024, but we are talking about 2024.
Okay, so
okay, maybe they is signed. It all maybe they. I can tell you this. They failed in project.
Yeah, even Ibu Fai said it.
Ibu Fai follow he agrees coming. They failed.
They were too ambitious. They were over ambitious. Yeah.
Finance staff. Finance staff start TV Kununko.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was day before yesterday.
Yeah.
After the same thing for Bila do that.
Ismail and Jai.
Yeah, Ismail and Jai, Mr. Njai. Okay, fine. Yamin expect woman can lesson learned, we move on.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said after spending millions of dollars, lesson learned, we move on. That was his words. We move on. After spending millions of dollars.
Yeah, that is. So I'll let him protest. Love to me understand. Because I'll protest. In fact, these AFCON I'll last let.
No,
so
I don't talk about that.
Corruption or CRJ. So what are the specific corruption I'll identify GFF mail ketang me alongo I'll left a fin the protest apart from this FIFA Ford me
okay, so one is FIFA Ford funds, one. Two is the schools football. Ika annual budget roaming arrange. Now they have not been supporting them. 3 is the managerial incompetence in that federation. Gambia under 17, maybe Hani Buka football follow back. Gambia under 17, why do you Famata Gambia both female and male football under 17 function? Yeah, Famata Kajal. Okay. And then to the lights projects. FIFA goal project, renovation project or a project only. FIFA goal project, you must have been hearing it from the social media. The figures are overwhelming to a point that Nia mentioned Molka Apokomi, you are the person lying.
But is it true that the Kama killing that are $1 million?
Let them 1.5 million Gambian dollars.
112.
Yeah, a squad toy.
Nishita Draka.
Maybe at first coming 18 level you understand? So okay, so maybe the swimming pool too. Swimming pool cost them $1.9 million. Football hotel. A swimming pool may go as we speak science mental worker. It's not working. One of I understand. So say me the General Assembly is happy with this audit report. This is audit report on. The General Assembly is happy with that.
When you say the General Assembly, who are they referring?
They are talking to the stakeholders.
The people with the voting rights. The people with the voting rights, because the only people that matter to them is the people with the voting rights.
So, it General Assembly.
No. Don't want to General
No, I cannot be in the General Assembly. If I was there, I would not be in this interview. It will have been bogus.
Nintolbe General Assembly, no. Do you know why? The same rule book that I was talking about. Under one of their obligations, under Article 14, the same constitutional that in General Assembly cage.
Yes, it will.
Article 14 obligations B. Article 14B yake to be loyal. Every member should be loyal to the GFF, meaning in particular that the member must refrain from any actions contrary to the interests of the Gambia Football Federation.
And this is not in their interest because we are exposing them.
So you cannot be
these are the same people that are voting. But these stakeholders, it seems like they are happy with the cabal ladies.
They are never happy, Gaji.
No, but they are voting for
them.
That is what I'm talking about.
But nowadays, elections are you don't cheat election on the day of the election.
They have been caked because this law.
This one is
okay. Now, Gaji, let me help you. Okay. You are right.
Election time is completely a different thing.
No, but these are these are the same people.
Let me help you.
So
let me help you.
Okay.
So election. No, I agree with you. Election. You don't cheat the election on the day of voting. On that particular day, you don't cheat that. You tamper with the processes. And GFF for the past election between Kaba Bajo and Sadibu Kamaso, you knew clearly as a journalist if it was a public opinion, Sadibu could have battered him well. You know that. No doubt.
I was there.
You were there. Okay, what I am saying, what I mean here is simple. That article have already caged the person that is going to vote. Have already caged the person with the voting right. So you don't have to do anything that is not in their interest. To expose the GFF, is it to their interest?
That doesn't prevent.
No, I am coming. People are in clubs as Secretary General. Okay, you take a Secretary General. You are the president. You might be happy with the way the GFF is running. I as your secretary, cannot be happy. And on the day of the voting, the president and the secretary should go and vote. You have 2 delegates. The club owners will change the person that is not supporting the GFF. For almost 4 or 5 years, we are the one managing the club. You are just there to finance. I write letters. When we sell players, we manage the team. For election, what was it? You remove me as a secretary general because you knew clearly I'm not going to vote for the GFF. It happens. This GFF, current GFF, if you don't side with them, the privileges that you should have as a club owner, I will give you examples. They were the economic match commissioner and match coordinators. They are from teams. And they are paid. If you commission a match, you are paid. Now, if they knew, because when election is coming, they will know the persons that nominated them. It's a list. You will know, okay, Team Rhino has nominated me, Real Lebanese has nominated me. And in football politics, the voting is not that huge. You will be able to know, okay, Bayo is with me, Talibo is with me. You will go and talk to them, and they will assure you of their votes. And when you calculate, you know immediately after the election, I will have 26 and you will have 21. You already know. Sometimes that is why football politics is easy to know. Yeah. So, Sani, if they knew Bayo did not nominate, because you nominate, you know I'm not going to vote for you. Because the person that you nominate for the position is the person that you have in heart to vote for. So if they know that, if you are a match commissioner, be rest assured if they win, you are not part of it. If they will travel, you are not traveling. We see this. The past election, the people that supported them, immediately they won the elections. The first assignments, they give it to those people. The people that are supporting them on social media are the ones commissioning matches. Are they more competent than us? They are not.
So the reason I said this, yalla you believe for before. Because all the protest because at all you people are not stakeholders in this. And because stakeholders all mama wolman dia, wolbe derin, wolbe carte of. So you people at all will tell yalla ka follow or kalbe protest kala. So
that's the biggest insult.
So that's what they say.
On the bunch, coming at you, Tabako, it's Bakari Jame who said, we are not answerable to the general public. We are answerable to the stakeholders. Okay. They will tell you. This is their own document. Huh? This is Gambia Football Federation. Their document. Financial statement for the year ended the 31st of December 2022. Now, what do you see in the table of content? Introduction, income analysis, income FIFA allocation, other operation income, government support for senior national team. Who are the government? Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Who are the people?
Yes, we are the people.
So if they come here on the branch and sit down comfortably and said we are not stakeholders, when government is taking our own taxpayers' money, putting it in national team, today they said we are not stakeholders. We are absolute stakeholders.
Okay, now the post-elections, you know, yellow election, just like they said, the primary stakeholder, voting rights, let me call them the primary stakeholder, the voting rights, because they are happy with the status quo. They voted. Also, ever coming, it is to the general public, to the general knowledge coming, mobile and coming, tamper with the process. But that's not what we are looking at here. Mimbede is the stakeholders themselves. If they should be honest to themselves, once you vote for a status quo, for a whole tenure, the standard filo from a standard path, a status quo, Molly exposed le coming, they used millions of US dollars on projects me along field. And I'm not coming to laugh on it. Ila staff all the from Pindana. You quite agree that I feel that. Just like Ibupai said. And Mr. Njai on the Star TV, Kunungo, Yala Mimbo. Ako Banyul, listen to this day. Ako Banyul capital in Mimbidi. Ako after Pengo, Ako Bidi order. Ako Bidin capital for the Nada realized coming. They make order. Coming there told your quality order. But me was not
for which place? In
Banjul. Imagine you ordered something for millions of dollars. Yala ye minko. Iko bili wo puta na generator nada realize coming capital you want better.
So what did they do? They returned it or they just
no, they used it. Abantawol. And now the millions of dollars is in vain.
So what did they do with the carpet? They used
it because Alan brought it.
They used it. You understand? So, okay, so maybe and the same Mr. Njai, so the same Mr. Njai, what he said was, Ako gold project code, the swimming pool project code, was it the swimming pool project? First contract to me handle cooking. And then they got done with that contractor, the second contractor. First contractor, after paying him millions of dollars. So when you come in here is that they give contracts to people, near contract you fail, what they will walk away, they give you the same amount, you fail, you walk away with money.
But can you prosecute somebody when you take kickbacks? You will never.
Let me ask this question.
Yes.
I mean, the GFA is the body that manages affairs of football in the country.
In the country.
Right.
Yes.
So now, who do the GFA report to? Because somebody must police the police, right? So who oversees or hold the GFA accountable?
Accountable.
Okay. Who should?
Let me take that. So the police here is FIFA. But FIFA is a very busy police. FIFA is a very busy police. FIFA, what they do is that once you need funds from them, you need to write a proposal. Once you have written a very good proposal, you give it to them and they will start disbursing the funds as the work continues.
On phases.
Yeah, on phases. When they give you, you finish the first phase, you go back to them, they give it to you again. And then once you are done with the whole thing, they come, they audit, and then they leave.
Inspect and all that.
And inspect and all that.
Supposedly.
Supposedly inspect. Because I know when they really inspect, then they would have dissolved the GFF themselves since. Because once FIFA does this, now the policing that they do here is to make sure they audit. And that's all they can do. But I'll give you something that happened in 2019. And this one is for the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports. In 2019, the Malian government intervened and dissolved.
In 2019, the minister was Henry Gomez.
No, I mean.
He's just giving reference.
I want to give you something to connect.
You mean the minister or the ministry?
No, the ministry. Okay. Now let's say the ministry. In 2019, the Malian ministry intervened and dissolved the Malian FA. And when FIFA told them to withdraw, or else they are going to ban money, this is what the government said. This is what the ministry said. They said, we are a sovereign state which cannot accept to be dragged around by a sporting body. However powerful it is, Mali also has the right to enforce the rules in its country. And he went ahead and said, we understood that FIFA will not be the solution to this crisis. And so as an act of sovereignty, we decided to dissolve the governing body of the Malian Football Federation. You understand? So why I brought this example is that I want to connect
the dots.
I want to connect why and how necessary it is for the ministry to intervene in our football right now.
But we'll be banned if that happens.
Okay, I wanted to come to that.
We will never be banned if the facts are in front of FIFA.
Okay, Mali took that drastic decision,
Yeah.
To disregard FIFA, directed them and say reinstate them back. They said no,
Yes.
we're not going to do it because we have evidences to show
Absolutely.
that them being there, compromises the sanctity of football in Mali.
Yeah.
So they went ahead and dissolved it.
Yes.
And then a new body was constituted.
They were never banned.
So, and they were never banned.
Never banned. Because the evidences were put in place.
So they were able to justify why they had to intervene. And
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, but still, my question is not because I think you were saying that it's FIFA that polices the GFA.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now you're trying to link it with Mali. That even though FIFA policies, but then when things happen and it not to the interest of the country and football,
Exactly.
then the government comes in
intervenes.
and intervenes
Thank
and say,
you.
okay, we're supposed to say there are certain things we cannot accept and
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
that.
So the government in this case, it's a policeman sitting somewhere and will only intervene when there's no choice. You get it? It's an abstract policeman sitting somewhere and will not say anything. But whenever it compromises the development of the country and it, sabotages the efforts of the government, because that is what they're doing. These people are really sabotaging the efforts of the government.
I agree. But okay, now my issue here is I'm not sure that Musnagis anybody protesting against the Football Federation
In this country.
In this country. First of its kind.
Yeah.
I commend the efforts. Whatever your reasons are, I hope it is justifiable enough to stand and you guys stand your God. Because the matter is moi, nga kumase ko. Yuhu. Ben ñep tiesen no pay. Jeke jem ñu call la kona la. Wala lu tuuti defante yow nga pare.
Ni kon dem nañ.
Consist. Déglu li ma wax xam naa ko commencé wut ci yéen fii dafa nekk ci loo xam ne ku nekk ci dëkk bi fii nii.
Exactly.
Nit ñi dinañ yuuxu protest about lii ñaata protest lañ fi dégg about a lot of things. Ana continuity bi ana sustainability ana ñi ko doon commencé tey move nañ dem ci liñ doon jooy ne baaxut tey ñu ngi foofu.
Si loolu lañ bokk.
ci liñ doon wax ne doxut dafa war a génn tey ñoom ñu ngi ci biir di ribo di laabo loolu noonu moo tax may wax loolu noonu. So I'm just trying to caution and say nit ku nekk rek ci loo nekk feeñ ci ba pare loo pare pour xeex rek na fekk mu déggu ci yow. nekkul ne nit a tax ngay koo def. nekkul ne interest a tax ngay koo def. nekkul ne bëgg a gis la moo tax may koo def na fekk lu déggu ci yow. parce que su dee lu dégguloo ci yow nga taxaw ci na nit ñi fekk ñu ci dina laaj.
So there is a
and at the end
precedent.
of the day
So
dina taxaw.
So there's a precedence, in fact. In 1988, fine, I wasn't here, but history will tell you this. In 1988, the then Mustafa Ngom's management was dissolved.
In the same country.
In the same country,
By
1988.
who dissolved
By the ministry.
Okay.
And then they opened the commission and of inquiry
into
the matter. In 2012 too, the Kebe-led administration was dissolved. And then a normalization. Yes, in 2012. And a normalization committee was set up to usher in a new executive. That is how Kaba came. So it is not as if...
So Kaba has been in this thing since 2012.
2014.
2014.
Yeah.
So Hana Akabe Amu term limit.
They're in their final term. But we don't even want them to complete their 2 years. Because soon continue, there have a lot of corruption.
4 years or 5 years?
4.
The term is 4 years. And you can do 2.
Yeah.
4. That's 8.
Yeah.
And then after Lul, no,
so for them right now, as we speak, Kaba Dumuna Tau,
it was an
Bagadi Dumuna Tau, Ibufa Dumuna Tau, in all these comments elections.
How many years left?
They are left with 2 years, but 2 years is too far for us. The corruption that they are doing now.
Why? Okay, but
you know, Nene, I'm a problem before. In fact, you said Kuboba. You know, when you are trying to hold me accountable, for example, like let's say they are calling on the government to help now, to intervene, you know. But if you look at, okay, government themselves, the responsibility on them. Responsibility member government can. Government from where, how many football fields later, how many pitches government from where may start. Amantano. If you go and report me, I am doing this, I'm doing this. So 84 back. And in fact, you see, it can be for you. One thing for government to help these people to be on their feet is very easy. If Kaba and others came in, they say they intervene into 14 pitches, for example. Let's say, like he said, yes, that's true, they intervene. Now, let them tell us one by one, intervene the pitches to Maldo. If they intervene in pitches, the government is raising their hands and say, we made these pitches. And government will now come up and say, look, no, this money or these pitches was developed through the money. Gambian from the taxpayers' money. So if you are claiming to take the credit of taxpayers' money, now it's going to be easy for the government to intervene now. FIFA local, I mean, because FIFA is not allowing them to intervene. But now, if you are claiming that the taxpayers' money or the taxpayer development, it will intervene to outside. The taxpayers has right to hold you accountable. So that will be one of the most easiest way. And then where is a right? I mean, is a justifying why government have to intervene. I don't know whether you guys.
My thing is, you are a more default. But in the eyes of the in the land of the blind, the man with one eye shines, becomes king. Okay? Because you are a football. So hamute nakala, munulo nakala. Bepare yo ite niko njeriño moy ndaw ñi. So ñu sen ite nekut ne moy paramount pour yow. Lolu doko def. At the end of the day, the issue of the youth is across the board. It's being relegated to nothing in this country.
It's to zero.
Into zero. Yes. Because the plight of the youth is not being looked at. Go to Kafuda. And that is the honest opinion.
Go to Kafuda.
I don't care who likes
how many years in Kafuda?
So at the end of the day,
Kafuda
now we...
It's finished? No. Fulabanda is finished. Magadi is finished.
Oh, no. Wait. All those things are political.
Kiemondwar, is it finished? All these are the pitches when our government is saying it will lay alone. Now, if GFF is saying now they have intervened in 14 pitches now, and government could they use taxpayers' money in these pitches, and GFF is trying to make honor say, GFF may even take may even took this. I mean, those who came for the
FIFA for
those who came for inspection.
Yeah.
Maybe GFF, they even took some of those people to some of this. Claim government claim.
Of course, yes. It's possible. It's very possible.
But let me just
comment.
At the end of the day, it's not only in football. You remember the day we had this show here with a guy from the NYC, National Youth Council, Basiru, mentioned 45.3 of youths in the country are either not educated and unskilled.
Yeah.
That alarming figure. Out of 65% or 68% of the youth population having no education and no skill. And then you have football that is something so lucrative, and then the fire no fulalolo. So at the end of the day, man lima gis moy the Football Federation, ñi fa nekk ñoo gën a nekk di tekki ñi play football.
Absolutely.
Parce que ñi play football moo tax xaalis bi di ñëw.
Absolutely.
Man suma gis-gis.
Yeah.
Parce que buñ play with football, there is no Gambia Football Federation.
No.
If there's no Gambia Football Federation, all these funds coming from FIFA would not come.
No.
At the end of the day. So man, the most important people here is the people that get on the pitch and play. And if anybody should be protected and taken care of, is those people. Right. But now, even look at those people that disgruntledness, they can help. Either age problem la, either Kimboki killer, either ki Harity killer, either ki causing killer. It's like it's not a thing. It's not given to people who have the skills, but people that they think that they can remote control and manage and do things.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, if we need to honor, because business, it's a matter of you invest and then you get something. Football business la, it's a business. Yeah. And business is so
you have to invest.
Yes.
Look at in Gambia, our footballers, their lifespan in football is the shortest in everywhere that you can go.
Yes. Everywhere.
You see somebody, in the next 3 years, nobody will be talking about Barrow. Is Barrow is the Baramosi or Batamosi or whatever?
No, Musa Barrow is there.
You have Musa Barrow, you have Modu Barrow.
Yeah. Okay, then
yeah.
Batamosi.
Batamosi is also a player.
Exactly. Batamosi, in the next 3 years, you might not be talking about Batamosi. The James Gomez, in the next 2 years, you will not be talking about James Gomez. Because Dunda Winland, nurture Winland, protect Winland, do we have the correct medical thing for this thing? No. So the Football Federation or whatever, kune kange gulo from Diulin, from Diubunyo Diwo, Tukibu Baribek, guide them a football match. You 37 players and 37 officials and 11 players. So Sukena Ganyo, which means the football. I mean, you see that happen here. I mean, so at the end of the day, all this money is the same. But man, I blame us. Because I feel it's too late for us to complain about this. I blame us. This is not the time for us to come on. It's okay, we can do it. But this is not the time we should have done it because these money came what? We're talking about your quote in 2019.
2016 to 2022.
Okay, 2016 to 2022. And we're in 2024. Right? All these things have been happening. I did not see a protest when they claimed to build a toilet for $1 million. A square toilet. Okay. I did not see the protest.
Yeah, what we did on that, there was protest on the social media,
no,
and then
social media. You know this country now.
We were just going to the elections.
Listen, let me tell you something. Okay, hold on. Teya, so Teya am nobody. Social media. Ku nekk am sa credit, ku amul credit doo gis, ku am credit nga gis. Understand nga? Ñi ñoo protest again, ñu ngi talk seen offices yi, li ngeen di protest ñoom ñu ngi waxtaane. From the government, from bottom down, everybody tells you, social media rek la. Xulil, dang doon nelaw eewu nga. From bottom down, they tell you, you know what? They're just talking on social media. These are social media people. And they believe the social media is 100 people. They're not even on the ground. Those people are somewhere else. They're just going to talk. They need to see action. Man, what na ko wahat ko. Senegal, suñ amé a cause to fight. 7 o'clock, suñ julé fajar, la ñoo start di préparer. 7 a.m. commencé nañ xeex bi. Understand nga? Ba 7 jotaat. Duñ julli, duñ añ, duñ deewoo, duñ reer parce que dafa am lu leen ñor. Gambia suñ ne protest, suñ ne 10, duñ start ba 11 o'clock. Suñ ne 10 o'clock, kenn du génn. Ba pare suñ ñëwee balaa ñoo ne 1:30, ñii ñëwee maa ngi dem añ, ñu ne maa ngi dem julli ji. Te suñ julee ba pare suñ añee bare kenn du ñëwaat. So ñun suñu wax moo bari waaye suñ jëfin lu tuuti la. Ba pare doo fi gis benn place boo xam ne they come together. Now we have GFA must go. Understand nga? What is the sustainability of GFA Mugo? Are they going to fight it? Now if Kaba and team leave, what happens? Another group is going to come and then they're going to start the corruption. But then the checks and balances, are they going to be put in place? The gisne, so gisne, hey, and then you them, new sunyewe, put in place law and the fata dolan def that corruption. It's not there. And for after the war started, Malima or Maheh with the new Sahal. I'm tired of digging protest because we have pressure groups underneath. I've had people, somebody said, this group, Sadibu, is behind this thing because Sadibu is still angry. No, I've had those conversations. I don't know. Sadibu is still angry.
And the Sadibu government is behind you, huh?
The Saribu is behind this thing because he's still angry from because Kabawini and blah blah. So mom the fat try put undermine and sabotage more pressure lini. I've had people to say the GFF and Bakari Baji are in loggerheads. So Bakari also I'm not team ñoo mobilize pour push pour ñi because of they have issues. All these things technologies are out there. So it's for you guys to make it clear to the people now, all these things are fallacies, and propaganda. We have a genuine cause to fight and whatever. But hey, corruption be. For what I think of what I hear, the GFA is the list places.
Yes.
The minister was behind.
GFA is a list places.
That will have been the best for us. Yes.
I love
the protest. It should have been on Thursday, on Saturday. And as we speak, we have executive members sitting with the IGP. They have had the first session. In 2 hours' time, they will have another session with the IGP.
So they having sessions?
Yeah, they had for screening and on some.
You're executive?
Yes, we have executive members as well.
Okay.
So more left what do you want to clarify? In as much as this crusade is concerned, you can come to know that this is not something bill for mol nyantaka na mol kono for mol ka mol suku aman sort. I never knew him. He never knew me. And I am in football for years, even though I am young. You understand?
How old are you?
I'm 23.
You look like
in football.
You look like 13.
For me, in football, nobody can tell me about it. I've once been a referee, I've once been a coach, and now a football administrator. So I dealt with 3 things that goes with this football thing. You understand? The minister, if the minister was behind us, we knew clearly he will have made communication and tell the IGP, look, I am part of this crusade, give us the permit. And the minister himself, when the petition is given to him, he will call up immediately and dissolve them. Then we will not be pushing and going forward to this media house.
So you guys have handed a petition to the minister?
We will hand a petition to the minister on the day of the protest.
Okay.
You understand? What we want to say is, Sadibu Kamaso, the minister, or whoever they think is a critic of the GFF, is not supporting us financially or whatsoever. That is not the fact.
Where are you getting money from?
The fact here is, well, I know, Bua, you will ask us this. We are always happy to respond to this. As we speak, we have people that will call us. Yeah. We have people that will call us. If I show you my phone, you will see international numbers that I have not even saved. Immediately when we finish interviews and it is aired, they will call us and say, you guys did good. We are part of the crusade. This is what we are going to donate. We will tell them clearly. We don't need anybody's money in our physical hands. You want to donate? What we are saying is the people that we are targeting for this protest is thousands of people. We're going to provide T-shirts for all of them.
Are you receiving donations now?
Donations will be in T-shirts. We don't want people to give us money.
How much do you have?
If you do a good job, people donate you. You are happy you have received an iPhone for a good job. You never knew the person, isn't it?
How much do you have?
As we speak,
yes.
I cannot tell you what is in our accounts, but I can tell you people have already started. No, there is no account.
Okay.
There is no account.
But you mentioned account.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is nothing in our accounts. That's what I'm saying. We don't have physical money. If you call us in diaspora and said, I want to support you, we give you a link to, Hamdan Kasiran? It's one of the people that has the brand, our homeland, Gambia. You see that T-shirt trend?
Oh, yeah.
Our homeland.
I know.
And we have other people that do, print. We link you directly to the person that is going to print the T-shirt. Whatever you can donate, communicate with him, pay the price, we go and pick up the T-shirts. This is what we need from you. We don't need physical cash.
So your resources are on the T-shirt.
That's what we need.
That's what
we already have people that will provide water and other things on that particular day. We don't want anybody to give us physical cash. If I thought it is physical cash, I can tell you nearly for free. I'll be working with the GFF in their communication direction. No doubt about that. Sadibu, not at all. Not at all. I can swear to the Holy Quran that we have not received one dime.
I don't have a problem because Sadibu also is a concerned citizen.
Yes.
And you guys are doing. Hold on. Because I don't even want
them. He can show and say, okay, I'm also a concerned citizen.
Yes.
Okay.
And they will not take it as concerned citizen. The critics will say that in any protest that you see, whether it is football politics or normal or government politics, you must hear the people behind this. Yes, Bio can attest to that. How many times a protest will want to complain? They will say it's UDP behind it, or Dabo is behind it.
I've not had yet that UDP is behind. I've not had that one.
Possibly it will come.
No, I haven't had it.
Because it's not typically attached to government.
They have numbers.
It's not typically attached to government.
They have larger numbers, yeah? They will say UDP is bad.
Yes. No. Let's try to bring these facts. As we speak, right now, GFF right now are currently on a loan of 61 million. 61 loans.
Dalasi.
Yes, Dalasi. The GFF is on a loan of 61 million. They are
Total loan from where?
They don't get a loan. They are owing people. What the loans that they have outside is 61 million. That they owe the contractors and other people and so on and so forth.
61 million.
61 million. Their total current liabilities is 64 million. $977.
Why would they owe people when money is given for them to get things done? So why would they owe anybody?
What these people do is they will approve a budget for a particular project. And then the other half, you will never know where it goes to. But when the project document is out, you will see this is what is paid, this is what is remaining. You know, some of these things we even want it to be pasted on the wall. Just for example, the Gunjur grass pitch and pavilion, it was contracted to the Lair Group. The project, the amount received, the amount approved.
Who is the manager?
The project value.
Who is the manager of Lair?
Lair Group, I don't even know.
It's a construction company.
The project value is $9,944,254.95. The SOA approved $6,244,087.50. The amount they received, GFF, is $746,452.50. The amount they paid to the contractor is $3,654,974. And the balance of the project is $6,289,776.39.
That they should pay to the contractor.
Yeah, the balance. That's the balance.
That's the balance they owe in contract. Even in Serekunda East, the fourth phase is done, but they are still owing the contract. Yes.
And even the consultant, they have a balance for the consultant, $189,000. There's no internet. This is
Mr. Taliban, we have facts. Very good. We have facts.
Okay, one thing.
But minka ke internet auto molle ka
You
emphasize before you go anywhere.
Yes.
Stakeholder.
If you don't have insiders, will you get facts?
Very good. Okay.
If you don't have insiders, will you get facts?
This is why we
have insiders everywhere.
Bantaba.
Grand Bantaba. We are ready.
Come on, follow.
So the auditors foresight.
Yes.
Who's foresight? I don't know this firm.
It's foresight anyway. We don't even know the farm, but we're doing know about the farm. Yesterday somebody called us to tell us about it, but it was not in details. And perhaps today we will know exactly in foresight. Okay. But we will in fact deal with the way the methods that they use. So they are not straightforward. Yes,
thank you and Sisi.
Yes.
Ngali so jaw bidar tak. Ale kuma jamal fuja. Dol faram fundin dal kollu lankene mon. Kababajo klo balla jase klo balla. Jannum grand Bantaba. Ndel tijere. Bari simem fo kababajo wala nyinde ko kumo ka fundi akana ka futani man. Adu ba fundi ndi kan la ka dol ferendi be dal. Ndeden tema fo fendi long football bala la kuma kan sa ta nyaato ngaaje ka fo ko al fanam be men noma wala mu lankene mo yeke football ko yeke football ko no ay tal bola advocate kan wala al samba pour ka protest ka ntandi ko ñini imandarta kan kunke dal fanan club benda Friday commune jasi al najam enen kaba baaju
yes
ale najal fanan yal tandu fo banko tulo ya mo ikole ñoo katando ma fa ñoo korine
there is another group.
Absolutely.
Kaba must stay group.
Very good. Yo wol groupe fanan bije so Gambia Mbour fop farni
Igo Kaba must stay. Why so he stay? Let them give us the evidence.
Mbour fop ko farni ndol bemu Gambia gold bari kabri ñim football o sita Gambia bouté ay mu jama kijo fara yaaje ka fako na football o bita ka nyaadile adu mol le marta football o ñin adu mol fanan lekata fan solti pour ka timo ñin ka sobon dol bi je wol be government blame kan dol jefe dol ba fala ko FIFA le mbuga son government ye dabula je ñin ka ta fulo dal bebe fo kan ko na tel fon la foro ko ja yo so say même bi je wolom ñi diko tel la ñi groupe ñi même ferentité Fali literally safe GFA le bank kantandi la ko alnesi in dialogue. Kasi ka kacha kaji ko this is one Gambia. This is our sport. Purunga singa kacha. Ko dol men yalon control sobitala wala be jeti nyaka. Alnesi alniye kacha. Fal nana yo letero safe le bank al yadi la o fal yo environment o nyini bulle bank malo. Kantum bem bakilim fakilin di Gambia. Ni ko protest jam. Protest to nying as civilized no at a civilized la fana. Wala na dal kata inspector general of police.
Yes.
Andu mol la jula yale be kering. Mol bita kal lopitanol to. Obstructional sikenole. Mo kurul sida bulal fele. Ko kunde sikeno je. So hakili tu babe je. Comme atel be nyin kumo membe fo kanja. Hakili tu be man sakunda bulu. Baltul fana bulu kon. Ndela fa même fulale wala nyindi ko. Dalo kumata ko kono bak.
Absolutely.
Dialogue is very, very It's okay, that's your view, but I have a different opinion to your view, which is dialogue is okay. I don't have a problem with dialogue. But in certain instances, you precipitate a crisis to demand change, and I see them trying to do it. I don't. They feel it's necessary to have football. That's what I'm trying to do.
Ndem fokaye ndefana na kundi miro ya maro mbolo foka ni tafana ko go ahead o fana mu la video fana manki tar ya on sa ya initiative ndem foka
tay mo ina ta kandabe na je faala ba mu fo nin tole letter o safe science ay ka tandi GFF la mo lafta ka sile nga dialogue yalon kuma ka mo be follow bola ida kon wala be kala atol yalon ni nka tanyame al nyimuta ngal du ni committee doldo alle do ko ke ngata
ibola fola okay
so we don't want to have that
sa mbina kan han sa bambe ka cha kan jan de balte lambo la telephone yente la
wala na mbe
bal de kay ko mo ka fon sino tam man sino okay sai man den ko ku ka tu mola dalol fan ko fa ko ku ka tu mola nim bebe larne nun atol bijan nim football la mamman wo kola wala wo kono atol mamanta man den gol dun ka ben fo ka fo ko ni sunu tambita ni sirin den kumbota wo song bu ka baji sa ndesi men fo no wala nyindi ko ba ko dialogue al ko nal yo fo kuma dole be bo kanyi kuma dole be wala nyindul la sa
wal ne ma al na ale ka fo mo le nga do ko
ya understand yo sa mbel ya maro men dilalla ngalla kuma mo nyin ko belo imalo ko nal yalo du kare alaka alna la kila baye al kana so moyal mu use fereng adwal si krosiro ke alla me masipla because insider membal blo kono jang men kanyin kala fana na insider secretarial kunle ika fatande nyina kak mo le foyende
no understand
ya moy cha ya mira cha kanolo
ke ma ko fongo yalla ko kabri nga protest I mean letter safe to the IGP idol fana protest letter safe ko de wala ne
very good
they want to
they counter protesters
they wrote a protest
wala na ñu ko
the GFF.
No, I will not say the GFF.
They say they will stay.
Alon nya jam dañum fokay. Football ñi mbira ka tumo me nga nga journalist sol jibe yaay kaybe mol ñinin kala mol la fiw. Ka mol ñinin kay te ñi ñaade te ñi ñaade. Mol fana be kuma dole wa GFF ya katale. Football mu loklati ten in fact they are trying. I'm listening.
Yes.
Comment fana ba fokan they are not trying. Al ñu dole fana ba fokan they are trying. So wana den ko protest yin at the end of the day Gambia ko lebita ñoo bulo mutan ni te ta organize te projet do fana ta organize wana kale ko natar dialogue ke sikino al damatem alors follow try ya understand adu même follow GFF fana isal welcome no le ko ale dialogue ni ke ale kacha because ite ko isa fona le na bari ni wokeda isa fal nga ke press conference din international base den nganta fal fana yalta so ni basically
no albe mune expect from the football authorities, sport authorities and the government. What are you expecting?
Okay, our expectations already started like a pendol meet. Started like a more support for in this whole crusade because the kaje wala nyama lo modol kaje wala nyama because nintol kapendi nang katan di kome they have failed in handling projects me along after spending millions of Gambian dollars. nitol GFF official ol fanka findi ka agree. Ika agree come in tonyale e peltale. Then they will more support can in this whole crusade. That was one thing that we are looking at. That we were looking for. Fully agree coming. They own up to their mistakes, which they have already done. For Banjuli, agree that they make mistakes. For Gold Project, agree that they made mistakes. I mean, let me give you this overwhelming figure before I even move on. Under the then Kebe administration, yeah, Fenko, the FIFA Fenko Gold Project for its renovation, the money came. I don't understand it. Kebe administration only Fenko is secure. It was $500,000 for the renovation of Jana. The Gold Project.
How much?
What $500,000?
$500,000.
But what $500,000? 350. Okay, 350. What about doing renovation of Kuno? But 150 should be, spent on building a football school. I understand. But in administration, they spend everything on renovation. Football house to renovate. Each room, they renovated 44 rooms for $44 million. Equivalently, every room. I don't know the you mean Pulo 1.9 million? Tabuga use. Come on, 1.5 million. And so many other things. Man of I understand. So, coming back to your question, what we are looking for from the football administration, even though we don't expect much from them. Honestly, we don't expect much from them because until we know that coming, they don't have the capacity. Because they are long temple. Sometimes I can't have okay. But if you know, I can't. Wala inyanda yake ngono aka Kenya bari ye bankake amaka ko minule bande kanyinge no, they cannot do it. So what we are looking for from this whole thing is let these people offer a public apology and be honorably resigned.
Absolutely. Yalo but
we are not here to give public analysis. The analysis that I will take on my Facebook page, not as in the boom when I do videos, not in the whole. No wonder analysis gets done. So I'm giving people
the first report, I think that is also part of your demands and in casa. So we're able to get it the audit report.
Maybe Madam is here, Honorable is here, maybe she should help us. I mean, maybe Honorable should help us to get the audit report of the first.
Mr. Cisse.
All the millions of dollars, close to $200 million, only what other Cameroon. But maybe for NCC staff or GFF staff, no Gambian staff will coming. $200 million, close to $200 million spend it. And so
they haven't pulled out their
you will never. And those are the things that we are trying to look at here. Maybe
200 million is small in football.
Okay, maybe hotel, hotel for the players. Transportation, car. One of I understand. Saying the 200 million, what have you spent it?
It really doesn't matter whether it's $10, whether it's $100. You need to justify the expenditure. Telling me the amount is small. For
the report, the Gambians were saying the NCC consists of the GFF, the National Sports Council, the Ministry, and also not. You understand? So we cannot hold the GFF only accountable for the audit report of the NCC. For the NCC. I was one of the people in the social media who were saying, do not donate to the NCC. Yes. This AFCON, when they came with the slogan, Yoka Chere Dolinye. But I might do some halisi chere. Mahamban fason chere. Nyari fason chere mo. Bu am lalo, bu am lalo. So don't you ngane mama yoka chere sa? Chere sa? Amna yena chere yo hamne. Do fa def nye. Amna yena chere yo hamne. Danga jël so wala mew rek nga nan ko mu dem. So when they came with the Yoka Chere Dolinye, they forget that the Gambia have been in AFCON for the first time. And that AFCON, it was the same NCC that was constituted. People put in their money. They came, they did not bring a report to tell us how those monies were spent. So before you come back to me to give money, I should be able to know the first money that I gave you, how it was spent. Whether it was judicially spent. So we don't want to even talk about post-AFCON. AFCON is not even interested. Because you know what this GFF did? And it's haunting them. GFF took national teams and owned it. And the national teams will be the responsibility of government. in this crusade, we want to be fair enough to the GFF. What the GFF is doing and what is making them to put all these funds into mess is they are using project funds to put it in the national team. Let the GFF force government to take their stance. We are not backing government in this crusade. We are saying all the administrative lapses that are happening. The national team is the responsibility of government to finance national team, whether the under 17, under 20 or not. I was surprised. That is why it's good to dialogue. It's good to speak if you are in an institution. When you sit on information, the public will have a different opinion. And that is what is happening to this GFF. They sit on information, they don't talk to the people. I was surprised when I heard from the branch that the coach, it is the GFF that is paying the coach. That is not their responsibility. It is the government's responsibility to pay the Gambia national team coach. But for far too long, GFF was sitting on this information. How can the general public know? We will think that everything is okay. And I want this to happen. The GFF and the ministry should put their differences aside and come together for Gambia to move as far as sports is concerned. If that did not happen, we will be in limbo. Because currently, I am saying, when I say the GFF, even if they leave, the GFF stays. It is the people that will leave, and somebody else will come. Okay, now what I am saying, you know the building will not go, the building of the Football Federation. It is the personnel that will go.
No, you should say GFF Cabal leave.
Now what I am trying to put to you here, you can see the fracas between government and the GFF.
Yeah, it's very clear now.
Especially about these bonuses. In that bonuses saga, I am going to blame Kaba. It is not his responsibility. It is the responsibility of the ministry to pay bonuses. So if Kaba should go and sit with Omar Koli, discuss with him, because we all know when the Gambia was qualifying in Marrakesh, there was an earthquake. The players said and communicated to Kaba that we are not going to risk our lives and play this match. Please talk to CAF to cancel this match. I am quoting to what Omar Koli said because I listened to both Kaba and Omar Koli. That is why for the GFF, if they speak and you believe them, you will mislead yourself. Anytime they have a fracas with any institution, listen to both sides and balance. You understand? Because for the GFF, they have been misleading people for far too long. You understand? Now, when Kaba went and discussed with Omar Koli about these bonuses,
Omar Koli
is the team captain representing all the players. What Kaba should have done is to communicate back that information to the minister or the minister per se, to inform him that this is what the boys are saying. They are saying there is an earthquake in Marrakesh and they are not going to risk their life and play. But if they play, they should take the risk and play. This is what we should pay them. That is why you can see the ministry came out and came up with a write-up and distanced themselves from that money that President Barrow gave to them. I think it was not the intervention of President Barrow. The AFCON will be, there will be a problem in this AFCON. Because the players were saying, if these bonuses were not paid, we are not going to train, but we are not even going to AFCON. And I hear people outside saying, no, we have to blame the players, they are greedy and so on. My friend, players left their clubs where they are paid. You are just giving them bonuses for playing a match, but they sign contracts and they are paid. This is whether you like or not to come and play for your national team. You have the love for your country to come and play for your country. People will sit outside and say, they blame the fans for going to the stadium. Yes, for going. Yes, the fans outside are saying, no, we don't have to blame the players. We have to blame the federation. Others are saying we have to blame the players. But the hard fact is we have to blame our authorities for not taking their responsibilities. One, you charge people for a mere training session just to go and watch our own boys in our own stadium. You charge us to pay $200, $300, and $500 a training session. For AFCON, that is why we don't want to talk about it. But this is their document. This is their document. The government, and this is where I quote from. That is why I said what they said on the branch, that we are not stakeholders, they are joking and they are misleading the people. Government support. Who are the government? We all agree that we are the government and we are the ones supporting now. They said during the year under review, government continue to support the senior national team expenses in preparation for AFCON back-to-back at a declined amount. In fact, they are crying. The word decline shows you that they are not happy with the 3.3 million. Because government pumped more money in the first AFCON than the second AFCON. And
pumped less.
Yes, are you seeing the point? They said expenses in preparation for the AFCON back-to-back at a declined amount of 3.3 million in 2022 compared to 9.93 million in 2021. In Cameroon, government pumped 9.93 million. In Cote d'Ivoire, they pumped 3.3 million. There's a huge gap. But for far too long, here I am trying to show you the differences here. The GFF will ask government, we need 10 million for this camp. Government will give them 2 million. 8 million, they have to lobby it. But should they keep quiet? President Barrow is doing everything possible every day to be in power. You, Kababa, should also do everything possible to make sure there is sanity in your federation. That is why you cannot back government and put yourself in a mess. And that is what is currently happening.
That's the biggest.
That is the reality.
That's the reality.
If I was currently in the shoes of Kaba, government, we need 10 million to go to AFCON and present a tangible budget. You don't do it, I boycott.
Simple.
If people attack me, government did not give me phone. Who is responsible of the national team?
Simple.
So, Gajigo, what we are doing is we are helping the federation to know their rights. We are helping the federation because they cannot administer, they are incompetent. We are teaching them for them to know what they should do. If government was given, if GFF was giving government their responsibility, all these funds that are coming for the projects, they will go into the projects. But because now, what you know what they will say? Anytime you ask them about these monies, they will tell you we use it for national, for the national team. That's where they defend themselves.
That is not their responsibility.
That is not their responsibility.
$3 million US down the drain.
Yes.
But liggéey da nga koo jox ci ko pare.
Dafa mel ni there is politics within the.
There is politics dafa nekk waaye ba players they don't have to suffer. That's the thing. At the end of the day ku ci nekk liggéey boo ko mënutee bu ko jël soo ko xamutee bul ko jël ba pare tamit si liggéey bi naka nga faa duggee. Loolu mooy wone sa taxawaay soo nekkee ci liggéey bi.
Absolutely.
Soo fa duggee back door because of lobby ñu jàppale la dimbale la soo fa duggee kooku noonu benn bot nga ko piitoo doo ko mën a xool pour wax ko dégg. Su juumee sa doo ko wax. Because soo xoolee mbir bi yëpp loolu nga cee gis. At the end of the day you're referencing Marrakesh. I don't think ne a proper team boo xam ne respect nañ players yi. It doesn't have to take the captain or the players to say it's not safe for us to play. Absolutely. There should be a coordinator who should assess the environment, who should make sure that our boys are in a safe place and they're going to play on a safe ground, the climate is safe, everything is favorable for them, to give them the alert, the go-ahead to the coach, to the captain, and say, you guys go ahead. It doesn't have to take the coach or the players to say it's not safe, it's hot or it's cold. It doesn't have to take them. And I mean, you can imagine going back all the way to our most recent, the situation, everything that happened. Do we expect magic to happen with this boy? But I feel them even going to the field and playing 90 minutes and extra time. Poor man is a kudos to them. I clap for them.
Yeah.
You know, coming that courage to even do that.
You know, Nene, the fact.
Despite all the circumstances.
Yalo memu problem what? Betonyala for us to go. I have to be very. Betonyala for the home alonko prove mobile are found. Kabring.
You are not Betonyala for.
Kabring election over caring. Kabano election. I supported Kaba. Listen, I supported Kaba. But my campaign, when I was supporting Kaba, I always mark my words.
You supported Kaba on Facebook?
Yes, I supported Kaba on Facebook. I have to be very frank here. Not Kaba supported on Facebook when he was campaigning to be re-elected. You know, wallahi, summa wallahi. Summa wallahi lazim. Amanjo.
Okay, go ahead.
But one thing I can tell you, pour you understand the whole nyuntuko. Nakaba support me nakamolo nyuntuko. The person Mimeloring and Kaba. Sadib is the problem. Because
Sadib is what?
Sadib was the problem why I support Kaba. Because remember Yolo Nyunduko, Sadib himself was defaulted. So I expect all these issues may be carrying. We should be able to bring out somebody, Mayor Alonko is not defaulted, to stand against Kaba.
What do you mean defaulted?
Yes, no.
What do you mean is, Sadib was in the system already, so he was part of the corruption. If I
yes, he was part of the corruption. No. Kaba was there. Kaba was the president, but Sadib was part of the Kaba's Kabudu. And in fact, Sadib at some point there was a huge amount of money. Mayor Alongo, the Labach, so low Sadib.
And you exonerate Kaba from that money? No.
They could wreck money. No, I am not exonerating Kaba. I'm not exonerated. I'm not.
Because if they're together, Kaba is the head.
Sadibu is part of these are the two.
team.
No, these are the two.
Why would you fault Sadibu for corruption and the head? You exonerate the head.
I am telling you one
That's
thing.
what I try to
These are the two. They were the people working together. I just want you to understand here. It will never do well. So these two, they were, I mean, it go Kaba corrupter. Sadibu corrupter.
Yeah.
In a moment. Okay. More full level inside.
Okay.
So this was the two.
So you support the bigger corrupt one?
No, I supported Kaba.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I supported Kaba because when you cannot change corrupt. No, I don't know. When Kaba was coming into power, before this election, before Anin Sadibu went in election, Sadibu was the campaign manager for Kaba. Sadibu is part of the people that brought Kaba before it will form Betala on election, two of them.
Yeah.
You understand what I am saying? But what Songo is trying to drive at, he is talking about a particular money was given to Sadibu. Sadibu claimed he was on a transit and the money is lost. That is the corruption that he is talking about. Because that is the only corruption that the GFF always talk about, the point about Sadibu.
But at the end of the day, with that money, they claim he paid some.
Yeah, I am coming.
They agreed to say, exactly. I am coming. Why would you want to hold that?
It was the same Kaba. For Songo, his basis of supporting Kaba will not be genuine, to my view. Okay. For the fact that Sadibu was working with Kaba. Sadibu was never an executive member. You know, in the GFF, you must try to know this. Sadibu was part of committees in the GFF. And Sadibu cannot make a decision. Sadibu can come and give his recommendation, and Kaba and others will make decision. You must understand how the GFF works. Yes. You understand? Yes. But what I am saying is, if you give me money, and I said I took a transit, the money was lost. I am bold enough to come and start paying the money, and you yourself, as the head of that institution, levied, send a letter, which was standard, to say, okay, we have seen your commitment, you have started paying, but now we levied this money, you can stop paying. Who should you blame, Mr. Sonko?
The head.
No. This one, I am going to. I am not denying. I don't know. This is not the point. No, I don't think it's justifying that. No. It's not even very you guys, no, very good. Very important. We are not here to talk on behalf of Sadibu or Kaba. So do you know why I said it? Yes. The reason I know Najar CEO, we are talking about Sadibu. Exactly. I am just coming to say that kind of contribution. Okay. And then who can contribution? No, it's not about opposition. No, I want you to understand important. Ndela foko Sadibu, ndela foko Kaba. It doesn't mean I want also debate about Sadibu and Kaba. Exactly. Nene. Yes. You spoke a lot here, and I listened to you, right? Yes. Leave me to speak my mind. Okay. That's it. I want you to understand. But I have an opinion. I'm not saying. You talk here. No, I am not saying something, and now you're saying you didn't say it. You talked about Kaba and did I say that I didn't say? Did I say that I didn't say? Now the fairness of no. Did I be your opinion? I am not that man. Okay. I am not those kind of men. You know that very well. I am not those people. And why I said here, look, let me tell you something. You are a kind of person, you always want to, controversy in people's world. Controversy me. I want to understand that. If I want, I can bring my liberation. No, not me. That's not me. No. Be yourself. That's your answer.
That's what you said.
I am not.
You did that.
Can you listen now?
I am not.
I think we are deviating.
The purpose, yeah. The purpose.
We have to talk about it now.
We have to talk about this. One minute. I'll get back to you. Calm down.
No. I am calm down.
Yes.
People are.
Ni garam bubo gi safé ba ko. Awula ka balo kanen. Tonko fulo.
You see, sometimes it's very important. You know, platform.
No.
I'm moving ahead.
Yeah, don't justify anything. Move ahead.
No, let people listen to me.
Go ahead.
That's it. For the whole new call. Everybody is talking about Taba is corrupt. And that's to the answer to give up their corrupt. Because all of you guys have to. I am telling places, I'm even saying government have to intervene. So I'm not here to back anybody here. I am here. Not start myself. Mankaba. But myself, I supported that system. So I'm thinking that just to be loyal to the discussion. That's why I brought that topic. I'm not saying just go left like a side,
Okay, go ahead.
That is why I say so.
Okay.
But I'm for the whole of you to call. You come here along will be the care in a moment. As I have me along, government have to take steps. Government is a youth who are crying. Funding and when you funding they are key stakeholders in terms of national development. Evidence against any person, look, people are saying FIFA fund is taxpayers' money. As far as FIFA comments, and they are not giving it to an individual. It's taxpayers' money. Like what even Nene said in her statement. FIFA will not bring money here just because they only want to pay, the staffs working for at GFF. FIFA is bringing money because football like a play. Who are the people making a football play? For funding like a football play. It's because of those youths. FIFA is bringing those money here. If FIFA is bringing this money and the money need to go for development of football, and as a country, we are not getting those developments now. What should be our next step? Our next step should be we have to be, if government is not ready to hold GFF accountable, we have to be ready to hold the government accountable. Because why I say we have to be ready to hold the government accountable, because there are particular responsibilities government mentioned in terms of football. Like it says here, the national football team, the national football team is the sole responsibility of the government. It's the sole responsibility of the government. Football infrastructure is the sole responsibility of the government. You can all attest to that. If Kaba and his people wrote projects, they want to do development. Yes, they have to do those development, but that should not stop the government not to do those development, because government is the sole. They are the one solely responsible for football development. Infrastructure government responsibility led. Government le nyanta kage. Sa ne ado government market ka. Kabani na multa na fulo nyinu dulato sa inata pour que football develop side. Gambia dimul yo kalamuta. Gambia dimul finti wursa wala. We expect the ministry as he said, Mali ya kenyaming, other country ya kenyaming, during the past regions wala kenyaming. And in fact, kabani ul fowle men la place nyinta. Mel kabani ni fowle men la place nyinta. Ni atala banku dul finti ko ye nyineke but sign ye say la jaro la finti. These people they come with books, they come with files. Files so le be bulu jang e this file and the e kan même fo ko amanga comment kan ni ya ko mo le fo nga même be fo abe safere. What do you expect from the government? What do you expect from the ministry? But the problem is what I'm going to call the ministry themselves. Let me tell you, this country, the problem is sometimes nearly some of the people will not talk. It's because Menkela, the moment it's a nata, it's a cabal, like a cabal. So when you are part of the cabal, it's always hard for you to take the cabal. And me, you understand, I was part of the cabal, Melialonko, na kabasin. And this is the reason. This is the reason.
I took a mistake.
I was part of the cabal, not me. Let me do something. I, being part of that cabal, now I will be ready to be part of another cabal also to make sure systems
to create another mistake.
In a moment, as far as these people have brought tangible evidences and they have proved to the government, look, these are reasons why you should dissolve this federation. If government have come, because these are things government can get them. Government can get all these. If they cannot get it, let them call this youth. Government yaje. Government yaje. When you come complete photo nyande.
Thank you so much. But I'll come to you. So
what with them you're supporting Kaba must go. Kaba needs to go.
No, he's supporting Kaba.
No, understand. Kaba must stay or Kaba must go?
No, for some, Bio is saying Kaba must go.
Bio is always with the youths.
No.
And then the youths are not happy.
I mean,
no, I just want to be clear. What do you want to really want to understand? Kaba must go or Kaba must stay?
No, that's not a question for you.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know everybody knows I can do it. We just for the purpose of the records.
I can do it.
Yeah. No, it's for the purpose of the records. This is the Gambia Football Federation activity report 2022 to 2023. I think the cameras are capturing this. Now we just want to see that the GFF will not be able to mislead us. In the FIFA website, we saw 14 pages. In the FIFA website, we saw 14 pages. So you can see here, Fatoumata is from FIFA with Isaka. These are the two from FIFA. You can see this. Now, just listen to what they said. They said FIFA regional office visit to the Gambia. A delegation from the FIFA regional office in Dakar, headed by Fatou Kamara, FIFA development manager, and Isaka Adumo, FIFA consultant, visited the Gambia to review and validate the GFF and FIFA ongoing infrastructure projects under Power 2.0. The delegation also includes the GFF FIFA project manager, first vice president, Mr. Bakari K. Jame, general secretary Lamin M. Jazi, and project liaison officer, Mr. Mata Joe. The team visited various project sites, which includes Banjul Mini Stadium, Bakau Mini Stadium, Kunjur Mini Stadium, Serekunda East Mini Stadium, Birkama Mini Stadium, Manjai Mini Stadium, Jara Soma Mini Stadium, and the NTTC. That is the National Training Center. That is the Gold Project. So they have mentioned only 7. So when FIFA came, you took them to 7 places. And now we are seeing 14 pages. You know, so for Serekunda West, GFF wanted to engage them. And they said, they have a project with official and KMC. I think everybody is aware of the project. Yeah. So for Serekunda West, they should not be talking about that. Now, only this in their own activity report can contradict their statements of those 14 pages. You understand? So just for the records to be clear on that particular part.
I understand. But I guess they have acknowledged and say it's a mistake.
But that mistake is not sufficient. The GFF, the GFF, yes.
The pages, it's 14 pages, but it was an intervention.
Yeah. What do you want to say? Just to help them on that. The GFF, they said, according to Bakari K. Jame on the branch, they said they are answerable to CAF and FIFA. And they are stakeholders in CAF and FIFA because they do vote in those elections. Now, if I am working with you and you make a mistake, I should immediately write to you to inform you that what you wrote on your website is misleading my public.
Okay, so
that's what they should do. They should not be here and be calling us. Let them write to FIFA. Let FIFA remove that on their website. It's simple as well. GFF must go.
Not say we call.
Yes, we call.
Right.
Yes.
And then show people that we had taken
yes.
Right?
Must. Very good. Sai. Yalo mbeni la funding jani yalo. Sai nale nyim protest ke imanta du.
Imanta. Posterity will judge those responsible.
Okay. Sai. Yalo ko kundi. Niya fero dada mo kama fero dora po. Afana nala funding jangi nya.
Ibe fero la.
Fero na.
Ya fero.
Mo stay faranda.
Oh yo faranda. Sai nada beda ni. Nyindi ko. Ni fundita natel fundita al jamalam al fundita okay itel men frank ki mol ki i men mandate pour yi tombon
for General Assembly lomba malo. Wala mu football reps.
Mulu ga kate fa fa.
Wol fana nada fundi kote ke wol fana nada kuma do.
Inene defindir.
Inene defindir.
Inene defindir.
But
if you look at all these issues, because the constitutional mutale wala
if you look at all these issues, it starts from the top, from FIFA. You know, you look at football politics bay. It's about vote. It's about vote. The FIFA, the president of
hierarchy,
FIFA, the FIFA hierarchy there, the president need to be voted. And these votes, in a stakeholders movement, these are the FA, the federations, the member countries, you understand? So if you are the president, you understand, you are always careful, I mean, you don't hurt more member countries.
You are right. Kaba voted for Infantino. That is correct.
That is
why Infantino came to the Gambia. The corruption
yes,
is true.
Yes, I'm telling
you. It's in prison. Linguistic in prison. And he's banned in football.
Yes. So you see, you know, problem inside. What I think government.
Infantino not for Gambia.
Yes. Infantino, because Kaba, you see, it's not Kaba. Gambia voted for Infantino because Gambia when vote is taking place.
Yes.
Kaba is coming to vote.
No.
Kaba is representing the Gambia. And we are the Gambians.
So let me need to go silent because of those votes. Well, the leaders there.
Exactly.
The leaders there. They are always careful about member countries. And being careful about the member countries. What I have to know, if you have a serious government, Mayor Lonko is ready to hold, I mean, I mean, they are responsible for state roads. Because let me tell you something. I want to keep repeating this. Let us understand this. Whatever money, Mayor Lonko, FIFA, they are not bringing it for Kaba. They are bringing it for Gambia. And as far as Gambia, there is a person, Mayor Lonko, is the one responsible, I mean, solely responsible for the entire affairs of this country. Ning FIFA ka wala batu ye justification o samanang right justification me yalongo ni yala FIFA ko do ite FIFA même fo ka da ka FIFA can call that person ka ba yela mo liye mutali ye kaw mutali but they have to make the government or the ministry must take steps jeko nim ko sele.
Okay, thank you so much. So until after me nyinin kala wala yala ale ni stand already. Protest mu feneti me yalongo amandi ani ba stand. What are the problems that you are facing? Mobile trading?
Well, we have not encountered very many problems for now because maybe we are in fact glad that the response being sort of from the public I was never expected. I can tell you for free. Ndela mobile science every 2 minutes call like I do. Science no miss call no press So maybe is that we have not faced very many problems. But let me call them just challenges, but challenge all banana. I will not entirely call them challenges because maybe it's immense. There are things that we want to achieve in the future, and that is to ensure the protest is successful, to ensure we have enough T-shirts for everybody that comes out. Because fine, one month people got a mill banana, but from the response that we are getting, we can categorically.
But WhatsApp group also.
We have five WhatsApp pages that are all above 1,000 and a diaspora page. For 5 WhatsApp pages, it is not as if more than every single day, thousands of messages you call it a day. People analyzing, talking about this protest. Every single day, people calling me. I have a whole lot, I killed them, I killed them.
And what is nice? What is nice about the groups? What is nice about the group? What is nice about the group is if you put anything about in the page which is not relevant to this, people attack you in the page. Come here, friend, I am advertising, talk about this. No, I see, even today, we have to get inside the page as Ndolmu Alongo, we are the head, to make sure we solve certain things. Because near friend, that is not related to the matter of Kaba issue. People don't want to talk about it. So it shows you that people are ready for this.
Is the only thing that we are looking for from the public is Ndol, one sula more call to give us money. Molko. Printing printer mano, t-shirt or wakatari mimbul, ala number mba PS Ni sula na ya call ya tandala look 20 t-shirts la put to this crusade. This is the money you send us the receipt. That is all that we are looking for. But I will have to be honest here. Moment call, moment threaten, But you know, we have seen comments on Facebook. Me alonko we cannot control and other media.
Let me. What do you do ordinarily? Are you part of any football executive or committee or anything?
You don't want to expose that.
You know, I'm not into a club, but I'm into football. But I cannot expose that. But I'm wearing the cap.
But it's out of accountability, transparency.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't, we told you we have mentioned a clause for you. That clause has cages.
Come in here. We cannot, you know, we cannot afford to be associated to any group. Me Alongo is affiliated to the FF. You are going to be victimized.
I don't know whether you understand his point.
I don't know whether you understand. I'm ready to
understand
the point.
Yeah, you refuse. No, she said she refused to understand the point. Yes.
Because my satisfaction is that victimize or whatever may happen. Why man lima suma jublu why mo one achieve na commission on
victimize them is about their football team. It's not about them.
Yeah, that is the problem. It's not only you.
That is why I'm before TV here.
Yes,
I'm before TV here.
It's about their football team. They don't want to. They don't want to ruin the life of their players.
But I cannot be associated with anybody.
You know, we will want our players, in as much as we are into this crusade.
You want your players.
The teams that you affiliate with, you want your players to be called international teams. And GFF have a huge share in national teams issues. You understand? But I, for one, and he, for one, will knew the GFF would not put us in any of their good plans. And even they know we are competent. They know we know about football. So if they are traveling, they will check their books and look at and say, no, Sonko was supporting me on Facebook. So I'll put him in the list to be in the AFCON. Ibrahim was supporting me. I'll put him to go in the AFCON. No, I did not. But I will never. If in as much as Kaba is in this is in football, I will not be going to AFCON.
So left of meaning is I'll be stage jumale alla preparation because I understand that ale pamito request ID al pamito sort of follow. So alla preparation be nyaade muntu walen protest.
Yeah, the protest, as is said, is slated for on the 1st. That could have been on Thursday. Yeah, but as we said, we have a team also. We discuss matters. Yes, as in tomorrow, and we are the IGP. As I said, we were from Monday to date. We are in close.
Thursday is yesterday.
Yes, Thursday is yesterday. Yeah, today is Friday. Exactly. Yeah. So absolutely. Now to put this to you, it's like we have the IGP from Monday to date to today Friday. We are talking about how these things will unfold. But unfortunately, we even discuss in our meets and look at it that it was not favorable on Thursday because Thursday could have been a working day. You will have most of the people that are out could have been youths that are going to school and so on and so forth. So Saturday will be defeatable. But now that as I speak to you, we have our members, some of our members, because we are an executive. So others are right now with the IGP. Before we get into here, they spoke to the IGP, placed all the necessary documents in front of the IGP, and the IGP requested them to be out, let them speak in between them. So we knew the IGP is a honorable man. He is handling a honorable position. And he has to grant this permit. If he doesn't, posterity will judge him. Because this is a crusade that we are saying is not only for us. It's for sanity in our football house and it's for our football.
So, Ning IG, let's say, because there is already a group, Mil after Carl.
They have already counter protest.
Okay. Because most of these things, like I remember the previous time,
yes.
You know, Kabri Sontaleka did those or time only, you know, a permit the 3 years journey. Because if you have more counter the same day, most of the time, New Oketa, you book a permit on the So New Oketa, Alman permit also. Is that the end of this group, or what are you going to do?
In as much as, we are concerned, we want to make sure that, this fight, we fight it to the last dot. And fighting this to the last dot is not about using blues. It's not about anybody that you want to join the crusade. You yourself must be absolutely patriotic. If you join the crusade and want to cause violence in front of our eyes, we hand you over to the police. That is absolutely clear. Because as we see, we are all engaged and we are all people that are responsible. You understand? That is why when Nene asked the age of Mohammed, you can see he said Mohammed is I am the same. Mohammed, you said you are 23. I am 26. Marriage with a child. So I am responsible as well. You understand? I am handling positions in this country that are responsible for that. You understand? You see, Nene is doing. I'm an administrator. You understand? So, yes, and so absolutely, that shows how responsible I am. Because I want to believe I will not go to any family and they would think I'm not responsible, give me their daughter. So, and I am glad to say that the youth in this are people that are responsible and will not want to set a precedent that will be negative. We want to set a precedent that will show that in whatever we are into, let's have sanity. So, if the GFF call us today, you know, what we are asking for the GFF is what they are now doing. Do you know, to get the GFF on platforms is one of the most difficult things in this country. You understand? If you call them for debates, they will not come. In the election, as he said, they call them for debates, they never appear. So you see, talking to the people, as Talibo says, is important. The GFF could have been coming to the public. Look, you are right. FIFA funds are coming, but government is not supporting us enough, and we are using these monies into the FIFA. The FIFA forward money into the national teams. Then we will be blaming government. But if you think you are sitting very comfortably, what government is doing is right, you also think that you can take our project money and put it in the national team, then the projects will be dilapidated. What are people going to say?
Mr. Kurwan,
yes.
Let's say when you permit all the I'll be fin the protest ke mol siara. Protest band I'll say the sofa.
Yeah, you hand over the petition.
You be hand over I'll put it aside. I'll say the sofa. What next? Kaba.
We wait for a petition it will give.
Yes.
We expect the people to sit down, scrutinize the petition, and do the needful. And they know the needful. Yeah, the needful. I should not tell the minister the job. Yeah.
So if it doesn't happen, what next for this?
I've said this several times. It means we have done our part.
Unfortunately,
so
this
we have
done our part.
No. We will only tell you we have done our part, but we will not. But
you think we have to tell you the plan B for now?
We took all this stress. We took all this stress for weeks. Being on Facebook, being on WhatsApp, assembling people, talking to people. You know, it is not very easy for somebody. I will not even, say somebody at my age, or let me just say for somebody to come on Face TV, to appear before camera and talk like this.
Yeah, that's right.
Mention figures, talk about money, expose corruption, managerial incompetence. It is not very easy. So you think we will take all this stress at the end of the day, maybe, take a whole day or two to sit, write a petition, ensure the petition is strong enough to achieve.
So your petition is already written, it's done.
But everything is done
so
as we speak.
To achieve changes, hand it over to the ministry, sit, wait for the ministry, and then when the ministry does nothing,
I'm just looking at this thing.
About this country, yeah. If you do any petition about national matters or about corruption or whatever, government will never respond. The only thing, I am telling you about national matters. A lot of issues happen here. You understand? We did the corruption petition opinion. We didn't have from them. But if NPP chairman is
I just want the corruption of you can
NPP chairman is petition today.
No, leave
NPP chairman will be near petition. I am telling you, for government, let me tell you something. As youth men, Billah, I am encouraging you people.
Yes.
Likes of him and others will tell you about Silandila.
No, he said he's part of us.
No,
Talibo said
I might not join you people there because I know very well if I join there, how they will label. But I can tell you, my voice, my wishes is with you people as far as sanity.
But if you join us in this crusade, it's fine. He is from a political party. I am from a political party.
No. I know. But Yalong Abinyame, my Ndela stand, Ndela person Binyame, is completely not different.
I agree with you.
But I can tell you what I'm going to go. As far as I'll be crusade menkang is the right crusade. At all, alma any other ulterior motive sort of. Allah motive meant you want sanity in the football. I left a I will pray for God the Almighty Allah. Allah you deal. And anything may is going to be an obstacle. And now to Alma thank you.
You mentioned something. So let me help you. He said, yeah, he said. Let me just mention that and we move on. He said, he said in this crusade, he's praying, and we said, every Gambian, when you hear about the crusade and the facts are before you, you will absolutely know that we are not hunting anybody. We are not against anybody. We are against the system. Okay. And against the system is not bad. The difference between the protests that happen here and the petitions, this time around, our voices will be heard by FIFA. It's a must.
Unprecedented.
Our voices will be heard by CAF. It will be heard by FIFA.
Then the government will.
Yes. You understand? You understand?
Government will not take the responsibility. Government total. Because FIFA ya fo le CAF ko imanyana interfere. But it balana nyin fana na CAF mo ala nyanto.
In as much as football is concerned, in as much as football, FIFA said, government, don't interfere into the GFF. But FIFA never for government can call the GFF. And the national team nada. GFF ka body Jumalia, they have to go to government. GFF alone, even if they have the money, they don't have the mandate to fund the national team alone. A flag or in they cannot do that. The flag of the Gambia must be handed over to the to the team captain by the president. Yeah. If the president is not there, he delegates somebody, and that is what happened. The president was not in the country when the team was flying.
When the crisis happened, who intervened for them to go to Cote d'Ivoire? Was it the GFF?
It is the president. The crisis about what the bonuses?
Them going. No, not the bonus.
For the flight, it is the president. The president communicate direct to the president of Africa.
So why didn't FIFA say?
FIFA can never say that. That shows you. That is why when he said corruption starts from the end. Even FIFA. That is why we said, for you to take people, a neighboring country, Senegal, you bring them as the auditors or the supervisors of the projects. They can come and easily tell you, okay, all the papers are in Italy.
Directors press money in this country here.
Well, as Gallego said, as
yes. That is happening. The players, the national team, right? What is their take in all these things that are happening? Are you guys in consultation with them? Are they guys giving you their blessing in what you're doing? What is their take?
Well, I can vividly tell you that you can be in a system and you are not happy with the system. It happens. The national team, immediately they landed in this country. The first thing that one of the players said in the name of Sedi Janko, he said the entire preparation of this AFCON is bad. That is what he said. You know, in national teams, sometimes you have players that are playing for you. It is just they are playing because one of their parents is a Gambian and they have a right to play, but they are not brought up in this country. The people that are brought up in this country can sit on things that are harming them every day. That's a Gambian attitude. But somebody outside who spent years in Europe, is brought up in Europe, will say the facts as it is. You understand?
Yeah.
So I can vividly tell you, for me and others, we have not communicated to anybody in the team. But what the team have just done recently shows you that they are not happy currently with the saga. So back in the days, national team players pay their own money to come and play for this country. Their tickets, flight tickets, they pay for them. Now, their own money, they use it and pay because they love for the country. But now these players knew clearly money is being pumped in this country. The Gambian football is just these years that we are hearing the name, and we cannot deny that. We cannot just come and sit on this platform and say the Gambian football has not moved. If we do that, we are not doing justice. We are not doing justice. The Gambian football has moved, but the administrators are behind. This is the reality.
But that's why I always tell people we really should say thank you to Tom. Because to be honest, he has given a different visibility and image to the Gambian.
Yes.
And that honestly, should always...
That is another day. But Gajibo, thank you very much.
Put forward.
Thank you very much. We say...
We're saying thank you to Tom. Taking us where
we said thank you very much to the wonderful listeners. It's a beautiful Friday here. And we said, anybody that is ready to support this crusade, as he said, we don't need a single dollar from anybody.
You need dollars.
We don't need it. Buy the t-shirt, send it to us, we distribute it, and we go to the protest day.
Transport, people who want to.
No, but I mean, we will look at that.
Thank you.
Talibo is giving $40. Talibo will give some t-shirt in that $40.
Is given.
Yes.
Where is given? Where are you going to protest? Where is it holding? You need to tell them that's an important aspect.
Yeah, but they've been,
Westfield. The permit will be at Westfield.
Okay, thank you so much.
I mean, the protest.
Westfield.
These people didn't
okay, what is a point? You're not matching.
Yeah.
Okay, so, that's fine.
All right, you people should go to GFF. What are you doing in Westfield?
No.
In the house is not important.
The house is not very important to us, and then we are trying to run away from something.
What is more important is the voice. The voice.
To the
GFF. Yeah, you know what will happen. You saw recently what will happen.
No,
the youths are not happy.
You take.
But do you think the youths are not happy? The youths are not.
The youths are not.
I only said the youths are happy.
Yeah, maybe in a different perspective.
Yeah, but in Gambian football, the youths are not happy.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Now, tentu kal jay bake be murana ne arjumana nga Mr. Krubali ni Mr. Cisse tentu ke jay bake pro kana jang. It was an interesting one. Of course, nyinata kafole wodi. That the Grand Bantaba group o yeltale for some proof fan soul. Yeah, so why will you like to give your number? Come will have to join the group or you left.
I even if I join group or 2885588 2885588.
So I'll see bio while join admin on them 2885588. So bio while join a group on
2706011.
Huh?
My own number. 2706011. Oh, it's not fair.
I'll tell you that.
No problem.
But the unfortunate part is nene group or incorrect. No problem. So memurana le arjumanala nganda sponsor tentu kabo smart GSM technology me alon ko be tabo ko nice building aning lat kunda bambo gara so rotalending fa baka tombo njata la korda opposite aning base eco bank bala ika mobile original le wati bari kerfanda ka korda wapole ke Gambia banko kanjang e korda so locational bete ka korda lo fanankere MFH group itol ka electronic buga solle wati kabo LG ning suñu ker beto le koto itol fanang dabe company ko le aning sense finance mi alon ko itol le ko kio sony andi Gambia banko kanjang ngebe tentu ke jay baki kanyum programme fasa ka sembentu andi arjuman nala ni ala kitita lambe murana le ne koteke Allah badi malem bente buba gaji ko na technician ol Charles Elvis Ngom Sire Drame Mami Ngom aning kasaje wara fati ngebe tendu ke je baka fo arjuman nara bye bye. Are you tired of your outdated mobile phone? Are you in search of the latest and most advanced mobile devices available? Look no further. Welcome to Smart GSM Technology, your ultimate destination for all your mobile phone needs. At Smart GSM Technology, we take pride in offering the widest array of cutting-edge mobile phones on the market today. Whether you are an Android enthusiast or an Apple aficionado, we have the perfect device for you. Our dedicated team of experts is here to assist you in finding the ideal device that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you are seeking a sleek and powerful flagship phone from leading brands like Samsung, Apple, Huawei, the latest Tecno and Itel phones, or something simpler like original Android and iPhone chargers, power banks, flat screen TVs ranging from 32 to 55 inches, and various electronics materials, we have got you covered. Looking for a budget-friendly option without sacrificing quality? We offer a wide range of affordable smartphones that still deliver outstanding performance. Are you one of those who crave innovation? Our selection includes the latest foldable phones with their futuristic designs and versatile capabilities. But it's not just about mobile phones themselves. At Smart GSM Technology, we understand the importance of accessories in enhancing your mobile experience. From stylish cases and screen protectors to wireless chargers and Bluetooth headphones, we have everything for you under one roof. And let's not forget about our exceptional customer service. Our friendly staff is always ready to assist you with any question or technical issues you may encounter. With Smart GSM Technology, you can own your dream mobile phone without breaking the bank. So why wait? Visit Smart GSM Technology today and unlock a world of possibilities with our incredible range of mobile phones. We also offer mobile phone repairs. You can find us at our main branch at Tabokoro Nice Building, as well as locations in Talending, opposite Fabakari Tombonjara's compound, Latrikunda at the Bamboo Garage, and Base beside the EcoBank. For more information, feel free to contact us at 7466-360 or 75-333-68. Smart GSM Technology, where your mobile experience begins.
CareFinder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With CareFinder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at CareFinder. With CareFinder, you are assured of a secure investment.
Introducing Send Safe Finance, your fastest and safest way to send money. You can now send money to your loved ones from USA, UK, and Europe to the Gambia. Pick up from our countrywide locations, and guess what? We're open for business every day, even on bank holidays. Download the Sensei Finance app and enjoy other services including bank deposits, cash power purchase, mobile top-up, and many more. To get started, visit our Play Store and download our easy-to-use app. Available on all Android and iOS devices.